Conscious Quiz, your favorite breakdown commentator. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into. Before we do so, please go ahead and thumbs up the video until it's absolutely stuck. You know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. So run all of those likes up, whether you're part of the replay gang, Bush baby, or you're active with me in real time. We're going to need all of the likes. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all so that you never miss a day or hour. If you're new here, definitely don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And last but not least, if you enjoy everything that the King does here, you can always donate to the platform, $Consciouztv on Cash App and or paypal.me/ConsciouzTV. And that's Conscious with the Z on the end, just like it is here on the platform. All donation information is in the description box below. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What is going on, Conscious crew? Hope you guys are doing well on this wonderful Monday. I'm not going to hold you guys long. I don't like my lighting. This lighting has been bothering me all day. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But hi, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. I am here with the guests, and we may have another special guest joining us, but we're not going to be here long. I'm not going to be here all night, etc. So with no further ado, let me go ahead and introduce someone that you guys are not a stranger to at this point. What's going on, Bubs?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? What's going on, Conscious crew? How y'all feeling on tonight? What's going on?
How are you feeling?
Girl, I am cool. I am chill. I'm relaxed. I feel like my edible is starting to kick in now, so I'm excited for the conversation, to hear y'all thoughts, and possibly the special guest coming through, because that would be dope to be on the same live with them. So that would be awesome. But yes, how are you?
Oh, know how those edibles do me. I am.
It got you like that. But go ahead.
No, that's how hormones have me. Edibles.
I'm just playing.
Out of my body. I am doing interesting. Interesting is the best way I can describe it, but it's going to be a part in this commentary that's going to allow me to kind of unpack some things. So I'll kind of save that a little bit. Yes, that's Miss Molly, not inedible. Oh my God.
Huh?
Oh my God, today. Hey everybody. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. There's a lot going on, girl. Charleston White is being chased out of HBCUs as if he's a Negro at a KKK rally. So we're probably going to come back in another live stream and get into all of that shenanigan. But we're here to get into this Young Thug conversation and the drama going on in the Keke Wyatt household. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and just start with Young Thug. You guys know that Young Thug was on trial and had been arrested, and they were trying to say he was part of a gang, and he tried to kill Lil Wayne and have his tour bus blown up and all this and all of that. And you guys also may know that he's been dating R&B singer Mariah the Scientist, who came out with a hit that everybody loves called Burning Blue. It's one of my faves. And the irony is she's singing in the song basically about overcoming the emotional adversities of the person that she's with, and she don't really care what anybody has to say. And she's kind of in this place where she just realized she loves her man and he's good for her spirit. And her leading single is being smashed to pieces by the fact that in these leaked jail calls, the man's affair with his side chick is being exposed. He's pillow talking in jail with a whole nother heifer, talking about getting her impregnated, and here Mariah is out here singing about burning blue when she's probably now seeing goddamn red. I mean, talk about the color spectrum of it all. I'm so embarrassed for her light-skinnedness, girl. Like, can't believe Young Thug is just embarrassing her light-skinnedness like this. So we got to talk about it, child. He's also getting dragged because in these leak calls, he done drug Lil Durk, he done drug the rapper Future, the black community, and folk are calling him a big snitch, da-da-da-da-da, saying he's Chatty Patty. They're calling him Wendy Williams, and he's just kind of like gagged out right now. Like, the internet is undefeated in chewing Young Thug, Wendy Williams, the hell out. They're saying that his career is completely over. He would never recover from this. All of his street cred is blown, which I'm going to challenge. I mean, the man came into the game wearing dresses. I highly doubt him acting like a man in a dress is going to be where his career ended at. If his career ends here, I'm going to have some big issues with the contradictions and the cherry picking here, okay? As homophobic as y'all like to be. Y'all made the man famous and gave him a career and made him a multi-millionaire. And then you're a drag like me for wearing hair better than a woman does. Okay? It's the hypocrisy of the black community's democracy for me. Oh, yes, it is. However, I'm not here to get into him comparing Glorilla's look to that of a mangy neighborhood pit bull. I am here to really get into the affair aspect of what's been leaked. Oh, and people have been trying to figure out, like, how are these calls being leaked? Who's leaking the goddamn calls? Somebody had to record something. Is this the DA putting this out? Like, is this retaliation from the fact that they couldn't get the man locked down? I want you guys to know that you can get access to all jail calls through the Freedom Information Act. It's the same place you can go. Like, remember the whole Ernesto Shirley Strawberry letters and all the phone calls being leaked? You can get access to anybody's phone records. This is literally public fodder. You just have to request those calls, and baby, you can throw them up on the internet, child. And it's a whole hot tiggity mess. So nobody is setting Young Thug up. Somebody ass just got real nosy and decided to press on the Freedom Information Act and get access to those calls and started scrummaging through and found some very, very interesting things. Okay. So let's get into this affair though, because yeah, I just got to talk about it, child. Young Thug is on an apology tour. Apparently, him and Mariah, the scientist, have separated. He's also apologized to Glorilla since these leak calls, and he's kind of just apologized to everybody who done been low-key dragged. And I definitely have some things I want to say here, okay? So this is a post from Young Thug, courtesy of the Shade Room. It says, "My baby, I was wrong." No, hold on. Let me let you guys listen to this first and foremost. Give me a one if you guys can hear the audio.
One of my little girls, she posted stuff on the internet at my condo from a long time ago. Mariah, I called Mariah this morning. She's like, "Man, girls posting in your condo." I'm like, "Oh my God." I hung up on her. I'm gonna dunk on you. Cause I mean, yeah, baby, you talking about a girl in the condo a minute ago. I'm like, cut that. It wasn't a minute ago though. It was a day before I got locked up, man. But it's a minute ago. It's been a month and a half. Whatever happened, it has been a month and a half. You can cut it out.
So whatever happened.
Whatever happened, one of my little. In a month and a half. It's been a month and 15 days. So what else you doing, man? Well, it's been a month, like 8-10 days or something like that. Like, I ain't doing it with it. So, what we do?
Okay. So he apologizes and said this: "My baby, I was wrong and I'm sorry for what I put you through. You deserve better from me. Thank you for everything, and I would do anything to make this work. You showed me what love is, and I hope I haven't lost you forever. Everybody leave her out of this, please. She's an innocent girl and feels bad about all of us. Please give her peace. He also wrote up another post basically saying a chapter has ended, so we're assuming that Mariah has broken up with him accordingly. So shout out to her. So one thing here I want to say. First of all, I was really disappointed in Young Thug apologizing for dragging everybody else. Not because here's the thing. My personal philosophy is I have a right to my real thoughts in safe spaces. So I'm never going to apologize to somebody I'm not friends with over a conversation they were never supposed to be privy to begin with, because I was supposed to be in a safe space when I divulged those very raw, unadulterated, I ain't been raised right ass feelings. Okay? When I'm in your face, I'm going to be raised right.
Mm-hmm.
When I ain't pillow talking with my bitch or my nigga or my niggas or whatever it is, and I don't have no loyalty to you, like you're just an associate, an acquaintance, you're just somebody I see in passing, you're an industry pal, I can see if we're friends. Certain things that I said, can be betrayal. But baby, I don't know if I would apologize to Glorilla. I don't know if I would apologize to Lil Durk or to Future. Like, if you're not my friend, I'm not apologizing to you about my unadulterated opinion of things concerning you. Whether that's how you move sexually, whether that's your looks, your aesthetic, whatever the case may be, baby, just deal with it. The only thing I will apologize to you for is not having shown them enough self-esteem to survive what I had to say, baby. I was surprised for your frail self-esteem, but I'm not fucking apologizing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. So baby, the folk just, baby, I just would have had to have a hit on my head. What are your personal thoughts about private conversations being publicized, or people taking people's private conversations and informing people who were not originally privy to those conversations, taking conversations back, etc.?
Well, I mean, if that happens, I think the best thing to do is to, now that it's out, to offer the context and the nuance to be able to balance it out. Because when somebody takes something that's private and makes it public, they get to control the narrative of the situation. And no shade, if you really that nigga, whatever you say in private, you should be able to say publicly. Correct? So now that the truth has come out that you did not want people to know about, now you're on this apology tour. I don't know why you're gonna be talking shit again.
I mean, okay, so this is what I have to say to the last part. It's certain things you just don't say publicly because it's just not necessary.
Understandable.
Right? Like I'm not gonna tell someone that they're ugly. That's not necessary to do.
Right.
Now, if me and somebody I'm in community with in private, and we stumble across a conversation where, for whatever reason, your ugliness comes up, I mean, chime in a time or 19 on that, and it is what it is. Am I being fake if you're not my friend? And when I am in your space, or we're in a communal space, I'm being respectful because I was raised to be respectful. I was raised not to go out of my way to hurt somebody's feelings unnecessarily. I was raised to not just be unnecessarily rude to people. And I can get along with people that I don't like, that I think are unattractive, that I think are stupid, that I think are idiots, that I think are whatever. I don't think I have to let you know that I think you're an idiot if you're not even a part of my intimate community to begin with. Like, I don't think, certain things that I think and feel are necessary for you to know when you're not somebody that I have to deal with to begin with. So what am I supposed to say if my raw opinion of you comes out? because somebody privied you to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, why do I have to apologize? Why do I have to? I mean, apologize for what?
I can understand that. That's why I'm saying, like, if you call somebody ugly and then you see them in public and they, I guess, bring it up to you, you can find, I guess, a way to revise it. Be like, okay, maybe ugly was not the right word to use. Unattractive. I don't find you attractive.
Oh
You can
God,
still stand. I don't know. I mean,
it's semantics, like it matters. Unattractive, ugly people just
yeah, I get that. But
people
again, it's
here.
like, do you have these people who are high profile people and these people be commingling with each other? Yeah, they not like
And here's
cooler
the thing:
bros,
she
but
must have thought she was fucking ugly. You the one who went and got a nose job. You the one who went and got a
oh,
facelift. You the one who went and put the makeup on and the weave on. Like, obviously, his opinion ain't that far from hers, which is why she done hit the cop. She done hit the surgery table several damn different times. She got new titties, new ass. I mean, so how was Young Thug wrong for thinking what she obviously thought of herself? But he was respectful enough to at least think it privately. He didn't go out of his way
yeah,
to
but he wasn't expecting
call her
that private to
ugly,
be public.
huh?
I said he wasn't expecting that private to be public. And I don't even
Right.
know why you even talking about this over a phone call in jail when you know that all your shit is going to be recorded.
No, it's because when you're in jail, I mean, you know it's gonna record it, but a lot of people
You would think it's gonna be used in
yeah,
this
like
way.
a lot
Yeah,
of people still
yeah.
don't know that they don't expect their regular smuggler phone calls that ain't got nothing to do with nothing to be made public. They are just more so making sure they don't say nothing incriminating as it relates to their case on a recorded phone call, but they don't think
Mm-hmm.
just having regular pillow talk with somebody on the phone is going to be access. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a cautionary tale, everybody. You're on the boo, baby. Your nigga get time, you get time. Them phone calls are accessible to the public.
I better
Oh,
start communicating telepathically, bitch, or something through the
well,
spirit.
let's bring it more down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I introduced you to a friend
Mm-hmm.
and then me and you talked later, you was like, that bitch is stupid. Like you French, like that bitch ain't my cup of tea. He ain't he da da da. Like you had some, unsavory things to say, and then
Mm-hmm.
I went and took that information back to that person.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
If you're in close proximity to me and we're in close relationship, I don't I don't think it's
No, it's not fair because like, what's the purpose for one? Like what's the point of bringing it back when?
unless you're just genuinely trying to be messy. Then yeah, that's a
So
problem.
basically, it wouldn't be fair. Like that would be a
Yeah.
bad thing to do. Now, what
Yeah.
if the person got in their feelings and felt the way? Would you apologize for the feelings you shared about them to me if they felt the way?
I'm gonna say no, even though the people pleasing spirit in me wants to say yes. But objectively, like, no, this is my own personal opinion and my perspective about it. You know what I mean? So again, it's like if somebody's saying like you introduce me to somebody and they like, I mean, your friend cute, but he is short as fuck, girl. Like, I can't do that, girl. This is giving me very much toddler. This is giving very much preschool, whatever. And you went back to me to that. To me, I would just be like, oh, okay, you just don't like me because I'm short. That's fine. Move the fuck on out the way so someone who do want this motherfucking money Mike magically delicious ass shit can come get it. So I really just think it depends on how people handle the situation, and we know a nigga like Young Thug is not gonna handle the situation properly. Like people were saying, how the hell you gonna sit up here and call motherfuckers ugly, but you looking like a young Shabba Ranks girl in the face?
I mean, but they say it takes one to know one.
Oh, in some cases, you hear that in the chat, y'all? What y'all was saying
I,
that about him ugly?
I'm
Listen,
defending. I'm defending people's right to a discreet opinion.
yeah,
I
I agree with that.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't think people's private conversations should be made privy. And I think if you get caught red-handed, if somebody finds out that you said something oppositional or said something unfair to them, I think rather than apologizing, just be integral and stand in it and be like, I mean, we're not friends. I don't fucking know you. Those were my thoughts. I don't want you to necessarily be hurt by them, because if I wanted to hurt you, I would have said it to you. So my intent wasn't to hurt you. That wasn't something you was ever even supposed, you wasn't supposed to know that. It's like if you go to somebody's house and they shit fucked up and dirty, etc. Like, you might keep that to yourself, especially if you were a guest. You may not tell that person. Now, to a bitch you close to it, you may go right your mouth to them.
Girl, I was sitting right here and all them roaches were crawling and shit, girl. They got into my cup. I was like, girl, I gotta go.
Like, I would only find Young Thug wrong if he's friends with anybody he was talking dead shit about.
Understandable.
Like, if that's the case. But if he's on the phone in a private space with somebody he trusts in private community, talking about somebody he's an acquaintance with, an associate with, bitch, say, girl, they have. I mean, I don't give a damn. Young Thug, if I was a Glorilla, I wouldn't give a fuck, bitch. Like, I ain't fucking on you, and me and you ain't friends to begin with, girl. I don't give a fuck about whether you think I'm ugly or not. Like, your opinion to me literally means nothing.
Yeah, your opinion and my reality is two entirely different things.
Yeah, like, I mean, we see each other in passing. We are acquaintances. Like, bitch, I don't know you like that. I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck. So, I'm kind of disappointed in Young Thug for apologizing, for dragging everybody ass. The only people he should apologize to are the people he actually was friends with. And if he said things about them in private, he didn't in one way, shape, or form say to them directly. Because people like me also like, bitch, if I said it to someone else about you, I've already said it to your face first. So I'm just being honest across the board.
Right.
Like, if I thought you was dumb as hell for that shit you did, you already know that I think and thought you were dumb as hell for that shit you did. Because I've already addressed you and said that to you. So if your shit comes up elsewhere in another space, and I'm like, yeah, bitch, that shit was dumb as hell. That ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna shock you, because you already know, and I've already said that to you directly. So I don't know. I'm like, girl, I'm not apologizing to somebody that I'm not friends with. I'm just not. I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just not. I'm not. I don't give a fuck if it was your mama I talked about. If I ain't friends with her ass, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if it was your child I talked about, bitch. I don't know them. We ain't friends either, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Like, if we don't have a meaningful relationship, if it's not a relationship, like, bitch, I get to have an opinion. And you better just be glad, girl, I had enough respect to keep that opinion in a safe place. And it ain't my fault that that opinion got published outside of a safe space about you. And if you are hurt, I'm going to tell you to go get some motherfucking help, ho. Go get some help, bitch. Go find some therapist to sit your weak ass in front of and get yourself esteemed together, bitch. Because why it should matter if we're not even friends to begin with, what the fuck I had to say, I don't know. But that's not going to become my cross. It ain't going to become my motherfucking burden. It ain't going to become my nothing, baby. I'm just going to direct you to betterhelp.com and instruct you to find the best therapist and counselor for you. Okay, let's get to him cheating. Me and T.S. Madison kind of have the same attitude about men. I would never trust no motherfucking Christian, and I ain't never gonna trust no motherfucking nigga. Period, bitch. And I got 2 niggas, and I don't trust either one of them motherfucking ass.
Stupid hoe, how you figure?
And what I mean by I don't trust either one of their ass, because the nigga who y'all saw me in the pictures with recently that I posted to my social media, girl, when he and I first met, he was like, girl, do you even like me? Baby, and I was fucking him down to the ground. And he was still having to be like, are you sure you like me? Because...
oh, Lord.
Because I'm the kind of person, especially at this age, like, I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 39. I'll be fucking 40 in November. My whole thing is, I want you, I don't need you. But because most people are like socialized to look for need in. neediness out of somebody who they're romantically interested in. When they don't see that neediness, they question their worth. They question whether you're seriously into them. So because I'm not the kind of motherfucker who is going to like, cause like my nigga, like, you know, he like to be touched and all of that. And it's like, I'm going to do all that. I'm going to like speak your language, and I'm going to like love you in the way you need to be loved. But somehow, despite catering to a motherfucker's love language, I still end up as like, do you like me? Do you like, are you happy? Like, yeah. Like,
If I wasn't, I
I
would
don't,
tell
like,
you.
like, I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, we have a coven. You're here.
If I didn't want you here, you would not be here.
Go on date.
Protect my space.
Yeah, I mean, I support you in every way. I don't know what I don't know how else but like with men, like they need to be like smothered. They need to be like, they need you kind of to like obsess over them for them
because
to they're
used to because they're used to being performative, so they want you to perform along with them like they do.
But they also are so like insecure and just ignorant on what healthy attachment looks like, that they think over attachment is healthy attachment. They think like over codependency is desire and love and affirmation. And I'm just not going to do that with a man. Matter of fact, the reason why I actually deleted the pictures of me and him off my social media is because I got triggered because people were congratulating me on my happiness. And I was like, bitch, why y'all congratulating me on a nigga? A nigga is not an accomplishment, bitch. Like, I got so triggered and so aggravated, I literally deleted all the fucking posts because I'm just like,
oh my
like,
God.
girl, we don't celebrate getting men over here. Like, a man it's not the end all be all. Like, my happiness level, like, my glow comes from God. My smile may come from a nigga, but my glow comes from the Lord. And the reason I don't celebrate people is because the same niggas that we see today might be the same niggas we casting curses on in half a year from now, that we filing divorce from a year from now. Like, I'm not going to celebrate a relationship that is subjected to a breakup. I mean, I don't mind demonstrating it. I don't mind having a relationship. I don't mind just sharing my life, but I'm not sharing it because it's an accomplishment.
Right.
I'm just sharing it because it's happening. And it's just an event. But I would never look at a man as a prize. Like, niggas are disposable, and I don't even take a nigga seriously enough to be like, oh, like, something life-changing has happened here, because I'm just past that stage. And I say all that to say, Mariah, you should have never trusted this nigga to begin with, bitch. Like, while you was burning blue, like, you should have been busting nuts, girl. And you should have been telling that nigga, bitch, since you decided to get your ass into trouble that you didn't have to be in, what we're going to do right now is be in a polygamous relationship, because I shouldn't have to suffer because of the choices that you made, baby. So I'll answer this phone, and I'll put money on your books, and we can FaceTime, and I'll come and see you, and, you know, I'll softly bring contraband into the prison by putting narcotics underneath my tongue and slip them to you secretly in the cafeteria, and do all the things that a bad bitch does for a locked up ass nigga. But baby, this coochie gonna be popping. Yeah, because you ain't the only one who should be able to fuck up their relationship. And going to prison is a sure way to fuck up their relationship and to fuck up the fucking vibe, because now I don't have access to a fully functioning partner because your ass got to be sat down for the next 9 months or the next year or the next few years or however the fuck long. So if Mariah Big Bobblehead was stupid enough, bitch, to put that type of equity and stake into a nigga, and she wasn't making sure that at every level, bitch, she was voting for her fucking self, because these niggas gonna vote for themselves. That's why he was doing what he was doing on the phone with another bitch. Because a nigga gonna take care of a nigga needs. And a nigga gonna make sure, baby, he got it to the east, the west, the north, and the motherfucking south, whatever the fuck that is. A nigga is gonna make sure that he got his. Now, he may not let you know that he got his. He may not let you know, baby, that he got the entrance and the exit both secured. But, bitch, you just have to live long enough to know that that's already an unspoken reality and truth. And so, bitch, you always advocate for yourself.
Always, yeah.
And, you know, unlike these niggas, be integral doing it, because every move I make in my relationships, I'm honest about. So it ain't never no deception. But, bitch, I let a nigga know quick. And when a nigga done entitled himself, or he done put himself in a situation, or their relationship in a situation, baby, I'm going to put myself in a better situation. And if you still want me, girl, you going to have to just accept the way that I'm going to have to be in order to still give you what you want.
For me.
Because you the one who done moved in a way that done now made our situation weird or complicated. So if you want me to be in a complicated ass situation with you, bitch, you're gonna endure. You're gonna endure some things if I gotta stay in the fire with you, bitch. Because I'm gonna be in that fire as comfortable as possible.
It's okay here.
Because I know if the shoe was on the other motherfucking foot, a nigga would be getting himself real comfortable. Niggas do not make the same level of masculinity, does not make the same level of sacrifice and adjustment and adaptability and selflessness that the feminine does. Whether that feminine is in biological women, that feminine is in gay men, that feminine is in trans women, the masculine is going to secure his dick, secure his emotional needs, secure his shit by any means motherfucking necessary. And that's why bitches always find out the hard truth about their fairy tale like Mariah does. It happens every single fucking time. Now, can Young Thug go and find the nigga that Mariah been fucking on? No. You know why? Because the bitch was stupid enough to actually hold his ass down and sacrifice her needs and bend the goddamn knee and put all her stake and equity in him. Now, he ain't even need another bitch physically because he can't even put his dick in nothing. And the fact that a nigga can't even be happy with just talking to one female, even if that's all girl, niggas are weak, bitch. The fact that you can't even fuck on the side bitch right now. You can even be faithful behind bars, girl. And there were bars. There were bars. You're talking about getting another pregnant? Why do women continue to do this? And let me not say women, because there are dodo head ass gay men who do the same thing, girl.
I used to be one.
Go into the fantasy. There are Dixie ass trans hoes who go into the fantasy. And when are we just going to cross this hump and accept that niggas ain't shit? Niggas ain't shit. And you're going to lose if you play into the lies of the fairy tale that they're selling. You have to go into men committed to your motherfucking self, bitch. Okay? Just be honest about it. be committed to you and your needs, because a nigga will never do for you what you have the audacity to do for him.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I ain't seen a nigga yet.
Oh.
I ain't seen my grandpa pay it back. I ain't seen my stepdad pay it back. I ain't seen not near baby daddy of any of my homegirls pay it back. I ain't never seen equality in terms of selflessness and sacrifice. I ain't never seen niggas do for the feminine what the feminine has been willing to do for the masculine. I ain't never seen it.
And I think the reason why that's the case is because, again, men are taught, or the masculine energy is taught to be the prize. Like, these are the same niggas who, like, I've seen a lot of these R&B girls get with these men, get pregnant by these men, and these men still cheat. Like, to CTV's point, and I think we all should think like this, because at the end of the day, your relationship, regardless of what it is going to end one day through that element known as death. So knowing that is going to end, to your point, instead of having a need, I want you, you are here to help complement my experience. You're not meant to be the source of my experience. And that's true, because back in 2018, when I had my ego death, it was because I was putting all my energy into a nigga and it did not work out the way that I wanted it to work out, or I thought it was going to work out because of the energy and sacrifices that I did make. So where I am in my life now is that it's going to have to be somebody that complements my happiness. You are not the source. I am learning to be my own source, because if you are the source and something happens between us, now my world is fucked up. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just wish that men, especially black men, could learn to tap more into their feminine energy without making it gay. Because if they were to do that, they would actually have healthier relationships. They literally have women now that low key are thinking about dating gay men, because gay men are emotionally available and present and aware. So it's like, y'all niggas need to be doing y'all work. And no shade, the reason why the word or the term niggas ain't shit is because niggas are the last people to actually get the work done. They don't want to get the work done, because in order to get the work done, they have to let go of the patriarchy. They have to let go of that identity and all the equity that comes with that. Because at the end of the day, I do believe that men, straight men, do like fucking women, but that's it. Everything else is reserved for men. The admiration of men. I want to be like them. How many young boys are saying they want to be like Young Thug? But Young Thug is no different than some of these niggas' fathers who was playing these Hostro games too. And as we see, this is not just anything new. Remember that Papa was a Rolling Stone? Wherever he laid his hat was his home. So I just think that for these women, before, or just individuals who mess around with niggas, before you have sex or whatever, make sure you balance yourself out and know who you are. Okay? Know who you are. And then on top of that, when you have women who literally say, okay, well, I'm going to be on my glorious shit. I'm going to be on my sexy red shit. I'm going to have agency of my body. I'm going to fuck how many niggas I want to. But now she a hoe. But you fucking on hoes and you want to get the hoe pregnant because you want to bust a nut. And that's what I tell men, like, no shade. Or males, or those who have dicks, girl. No shade. If you really, this is how I know if you really want to fuck with somebody, you like them. And even Cat Williams said it. Before you fuck with a bitch, go in the bathroom and beat the fuck off. Get that nut out. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a nut will have your ass thinking about a whole bunch of shit beforehand. I don't know what it is for niggas, but when niggas bust nuts, girl, it's just nothing even matters. No D'Angelo, no Lauryn Hill, nigga. You can get shot in your ass. Your mama could be having a stroke. Well, bitch, you going to have to stroke out for a little bit, bitch. If you die, hey, you had a good life. I'm living mine out. That's how powerful it is. But look how many wars, how much destruction has been caused based off of a nut. But let them tell it it's our fault that the family fucked up. So, hey, interesting.
Straight men are opposite sex attracted, but same gender loving. Straight men, to your point, they do not love women. They are sexually attracted to women. They love other men. They're sexually attracted to women.
Well, yeah.
And so until men do better, and to your point, come full circle and get their whole shit together and collaborate that sexual attraction with actual vulnerability, with actual respect and honor for their female partners, women should be advocating for themselves and looking out for their own best interest the entire way motherfucking through. And if you're going to have the nerve to deal with a broken ass nigga, a partial ass nigga, a fragmented ass nigga, a nigga who ain't grown up in this way, he still got childhood ass motherfucking issues and all this kind of shit. Okay, cool. You might be there for the dick. You might be there because y'all got a lot of chemistry. You might have your reasons for being in the situation. But if the situation ain't complete, bitch, you also better be incomplete in what you giving as well to that relationship. But don't you be giving no incomplete ass nigga your every motherfucking thing, bitch. Don't you give no income? Don't you get? Let me say one more time, bitch. Don't you give no incomplete ass nigga your every motherfucking thing, even if you gonna be with an incomplete ass nigga for the reasons you gonna be with his ass. Don't you have the audacity to give him every motherfucking thing? And he ain't giving you every motherfucking thing. He don't match your commitment level. He don't match your emotional intelligence level. He don't match your vulnerability level. He don't match your respect level. He don't study you the way that you study him. He don't get all up in between the nooks and crevices to really bring the motherfucking romance out the way that you get into the nooks and crevices to really tap on those romance buttons and know how to turn him all the way up. If a nigga ain't doing all that for you, cool, be with him. But baby, if he at 60, bitch, you be at 50. If he at 80, bitch, you at 72 miles an hour, ho. Okay, always be trailing a little bit slower behind a nigga. Because let me tell you, when you have the divine feminine in you, let me cough, hold on.
Go ahead.
When you got the divine feminine in you, see, the reason why the feminine got to be careful, especially when we dealing with broken people or impartial ass people, is because our nature is to love and to love hard and to love with all of ourselves. It's natural to us. So if you don't manufacture the brakes, you gonna naturally give your all, even if the plan was, bitch, for you to match that nigga energy. And then you're gonna find yourself fiending and not realizing like where the Cupid hit your motherfucking ass because you're supposed to be keeping your cool. Ain't Beyonce said in the song, hello, bitch, I don't know how you stole my cool, girl. You went from looking like a camel, bitch, to being, you know, the only man in the world. To me, girl, I was supposed to maintain my cool, bitch. You done stole my cool. You stole my cool. Because it's in the nature of the feminine, baby, to love first and to love with everything. And so in my life, I have had to manufacture breaks. It's not in my nature to have breaks. But I'm wiser now. And I understand the game. I understand the chessboard that I'm on. I understand that my heart is not completely safe in this motherfucking jungle, baby. And I done seen the worst out of niggas. And not just per se like the men in my life, but shit, the worst like men in other motherfucking people's lives. Like, I know what men are capable of. And I know that a nigga would cry over you and pursue you and fuck you down and love bomb you and pretend and hold that mask and still leave you on your ass in the end, or still be having a whole nother family across the motherfucking town in the end. I know that a nigga will flip the motherfucking script. Because, see, the way that niggas are socialized, they socialize not to have a heart. That's why it's easy for men to go cold. Because men are socialized to be numb. And because I know that that's men's manufactured nature, is to not have a heart. I can't rely on your heart, nigga. Because, bitch, I know you can turn that shit on and turn that shit off, baby. And you can take your winnings and leave my ass in the dust after I done gave your motherfucking ass everything, girl. So I will never know if a man is for real because he will never have an opportunity. He would never have the opportunity emotionally. I would never accept emotionally that a man is being for real. Just so that I can stay grounded in myself. I need to believe that a nigga on some fuck shit and that no nigga can't be trusted and to never give a nigga my all. And so for me, I'm just past this whole fairy tale shit. I'm just never gonna trust a nigga, and I'm gonna still be with niggas. And I'm gonna make them give me they all.
Oh Lord, now we reversing it, Lord. Now we reversing bitch.
I'm gonna make them give me their all. Baby, they'll never have mine. They'll never have all of me, sugar. It's just not gonna happen.
Oh Lord.
It's not gonna happen. And that's just the way it's gotta be. And look though, here's the thing though. My love is so good that a nigga don't really even know the difference between my 60 and my 100, because even my 60 is top tier. A nigga don't even know the difference between my 50 and my 100, my 70 and my 100, because the 70 is top tier premium. I'm giving you the platinum package, or it's perceived that you're getting the platinum package, even if I'm at 70. So a nigga really can't tell, which is why, despite them questioning me, like, nigga, something off here, bitch. Like you playing the wrong hole, but something. I still ain't really convinced, girl, that we locked in. But the reason why they can't let it go on those premises, they ain't willing to walk away, even though they questioning, are we really locked in? Is because, baby, that 70 is so sweet and savory. It's a good 70%, bitch. Ooh, it's such a good.
And I think if people were to be more honest with themselves and work on themselves to where, like, no matter what you give is top tier, if they were to attract their partner or partners, depending on how you want to go about it, you can still have a healthy, loving relationship without the over attachment or the fantasy aspect of it. Like, one thing I realized, like, before I went through my ego death and the years after kind of growing, I like clingy shit. Like, no shade. I do like touching. I do like holding. That's one of my love languages. But I don't want you on me all the time. Can you go over there? Can you go downstairs? Can you go? Like, I'm going to need some time and space away from this person, because at the end of the day, all we're doing is sharing our worlds. You are not my world. You might have a continent in that bitch, but you are not the entire world. So I think people should also have the ability to have their own life and just share my world with you. And yes, the whole, I think somebody in the comments section said it, some women may deal with daddy issues as far as not having a man teach you what real love is supposed to be, because like they say, for girls, your father should be your first love, to give you like a basic understanding of what that is. But what happens if your father does not love himself? And a lot of us in the Black community have not been taught how to love ourselves. We just been taught to pray and give it over to Jesus. But we were not taught how to do that. We're not taught how to work out that process. So look at what's happening to us. And I do believe that you can manifest, even though, you can't trust niggas. And when I say niggas, I'm thinking more so of individuals who are low vibrational, who are broken, and who don't want to heal. Or they're not willing to face the fear to heal. Because there's going to be men, women, whatever your stilo is, whatever your get down is, that is going to love, cherish, and honor you and compliment that in you that makes your life sweeter. You're already sweet, but it just happens to make it sweeter. So even if the sweeter goes away and it goes back to being sweet, you're still sweet. So I think we as people just need to learn, first of all, to love ourselves, balance ourselves, ground ourselves, remind ourselves that everything comes to an end. Mama gonna go one day, daddy gonna go one day, your ass gonna go one day. So I think if we start looking at it in that way, we'll start being in the present moment more, and that may give us more information to focus on the individuals who also want to be in the present moment, as opposed to just fucking with a nigga because he a trap ass nigga, he a dope boy ass nigga, he a rich ass nigga, he a famous ass nigga. A lot of these niggas use money, power, and privilege as shields to distract them from their bullshit, and then they suck your ass into it, and then you end up paying for it. Or like Kanye said before, what he was saying, and when they get on, they leave your ass for a white girl. So to your point, CTV, you could be rocking with a nigga for the longest time. Nigga mixtape trash, girl, but you still loving him, you still believing in him, and somehow he makes it big, and now he leaves your ass for somebody else after you done went through the process with him. So I would say learn from that experience, heal from that experience, so that you can manifest someone or someone's in your life who is going to compliment you in the way that you desire to be complimented.
I think the key and what you just said is self motherfucking love. I just saw something in my algorithm earlier about some athlete whose estranged wife ended up getting into a physical fight with the masseuse, I think, at the parlor she went to because she believed the woman had an affair with her ex-husband. Now, this woman fighting over her ex-husband. Her ex. girl, this bitch fighting over leftover dick,
discarded dick,
sent
back to sender dick,
refurbished dick, junkyard dick,
recycle bin dick.
Like, if you have indulged and fallen into such a thing with a man that he can turn you into a criminal, baby, bitch, you need help from the gates, because that ain't even got nothing to do with love. That's about some other toxic ass shit you got going on that you projecting onto your interest in men, baby. You should never be obsessed. You should never lose yourself. And being hurt should never be an excuse to lose yourself. You can be hurt and hold your head the fuck up high. You can be hurt and have motherfucking dignity. You can be hurt and walk away with your pride and motherfucking tact. You can be hurt and march toward a better day. I don't ever want to love a nigga in such a way, baby, that I'm pistol whipping his ass, that I'm beating up on his hoes.
Agreed.
That I'm in an orange jumpsuit over his ass, that I'm running the goddamn car through the living room, that I'm in my Krishan Rock bag. That
Yahweh
is something else. And that type of shit scares me. And I don't be scared of attracting that, even though I done attracted abusive ass men and crazy ass men. But it scares me because it shows me what I have the potential to become if I don't keep my shit in order. Where I'll never wanted to give none of that. Maybe girl. Yes, girl. Like that type of, like, the ability to go crazy and to be crazy and to let a situation bring out the crazy in you. That shit is what scares me into accountability. Like, bitch, I gotta love me, bitch. I gotta know that I'm the greatest thing that can happen to the situation, bitch. I gotta know that, girl, if it's over, there are bigger fish and better fish in the sea. That life goes the fuck on. Like, I can't get to that.
But I also think, to your point, like, or to further your point, not just self-love, but that awareness as well, to know that, like, a lot of these niggas don't even understand that they playing around with people's emotions like this, especially those who don't have an emotional awareness or intelligence or control. Y'all gonna be the next uploads on them crime scene YouTube channels that talk about crimes of passion. The motherfucker in the damn bedroom and you've been laying with this dead ass for 3 damn days, girl, because you just so fucked up about what happened. You messed up your own life. That's why, again, when you do love yourself, you have that awareness. Even if things do not work out, even if things happen to where they cheat or they say, I don't want to do this anymore, you have to look back over your situation, assess yourself, and say, what did I give in this? And if you know that you gave and done everything you did, bitch, in the words of Donnie McClurkin, after you done all you can, you stand the fuck up and you know that you were good, Yes, hurt, cry, get all that out, work all that out, and move on, because that could be the universe's way of telling you or showing you that as much as you want this person to be for you, they're not. And I'm going to keep proving to you why they're not. And a lot of times, because we haven't healed, we haven't done our work, we try to make excuses. I think another reason why people go off is because, no shade, and I think I'm going to assume here that Mariah did this. I mean, based off what's happening. A lot of times, let's be real. Can we just be real? A lot of times, we be seeing the red flags, and we be letting that shit slide until after it's done. Then we look back and think and be like, damn, I let this slide, that slide, this happen, that happened. And now that guilt and shame starts to bubble up within us. And instead of us dealing with it, oh, now I got to make that nigga pay. Now I got to go gang stalk him at his job. I've been to this job 5 times in 2 days. Can I speak to James, please? All that. Now you pulling up to your mama house and shit. Yeah, fuck you for having all that type of shit. Because you allowed this person to get you in this place. Do you know what I mean? Niggas right now got bitches fighting over them.
And it's not really.
And they sitting there like, oh, well, shit, I'm the nigga. I'm cool.
And it's not really a person allowing another person. It's like you really allowed yourself. Because
agree. Yeah.
How can I say this? So you know how we always be recognizing that like people can play it cool as soon as they come into power or come into money. And then it's like, girl, how y'all be falling into all this shit that y'all be in? And it's really because people don't step up their relationship to themselves as they acquire more in life. So they're unprepared for that next level. I think something similar happens in romantic relationships, where a romantic relationship is another level of intimacy with someone. Of course, the relationship by nature then has the ability to be more intense. And because it's romantic, you may have more intense feelings, emotions, etc. But that's where your relationship to yourself comes into play at. Because the deeper your relationship is to you, the more the integrity of that relationship to yourself stands in place of what otherwise would have been unhealthy codependency, of what otherwise would have been extreme attachment, and what otherwise would have been pick Misha like a motherfucker, irrational subservitude. We just generally as people be accepting the intensity of romantic feelings and attachment as something that's natural, and then we look for somebody to trust so that it's okay to be that intense. And I think there's a fallacy in the way we go about that. We should be teaching people to hold on to themselves fully, to live a life that reinforces your commitment to yourself, your commitment to your well-being. And we should be informing people and letting them know that, yes, this shit is going to intensify. And the more empty space you have in yourself, the more brokenness there may be, the more undealt with trauma and hurt there may be. This shit all may come back to bite you in your experience of a soulmate, or your experience of a divorce, a breakup, or, a relationship that you are deeply committed to. Because we're not going to act like everybody who has ever experienced their most ideal relationship and then lost it acted a plumb fool. And since that doesn't happen universally, now it begs the question of, okay, well, why is that not the case? Because if it was that their relationship in and of itself, the love in and of itself makes a bitch crazy, that would be happening universally across the board. But it ain't happening. And you know why it ain't happening?
Mm-hmm.
Because the reality is we're just dealing with people who have better self-control and have more emotional intelligence and have more resilience and have a stronger faith in themselves and what their life can be despite disappointments than other people. And that's why we don't see everybody going to shit just because they've been cheated on, or just because a nigga done left, or just because there's a breakup. What's going on, YB Speaks? Hey, boo.
Oh, what's going on, YB? What's going on, pimping? Experience, bitch. Experience.
Look, losing myself just a little bit in a relationship when I was younger was enough to straighten me the fuck out and let me know, bitch, that this relationship shit is some deep shit. And if you don't got all 5 of the Infinity Stones, bitch,
you
might be bound unto eternal destruction if you don't go in with the full armor of God. As somebody who's now barking upon 40, I understand, bitch, the gravity of the depth of the heart and the heart wanting what it wants and how ferociously the heart can beat when it's in love. And if your ass is not a strong bitch, you will become intoxicated by love the way that people become intoxicated by alcohol. Like, you will be consumed and you will be controlled by your emotions, and that may lead to some very destructive and self-sabotaging behavior.
And then when I blame it on the devil, girl. Okay.
Or I want to blame it on the other person. No. Not saying that the other person isn't operating terribly. Not saying that the other person's behavior is not unbecoming, but we have to include a massive conversation about self-accountability and personal agency. Hey, Reckless. He can't even hear.
Oh, it's good to have him back, though. It's been a minute.
Okay, there we go. Now I can hear y'all.
Can you hear us?
Hey.
I can hear you guys. Hey.
Hi.
Girl.
You're like an hour late, exactly.
Girl, I was coming from the gym when you hit me up. And I was like, ooh, I gotta come from the gym, then I gotta take a shower, then I gotta do all the stuff. So, girl. So yeah, I'm here.
You took a shower?
Yes.
Oh, so you just really thought you were privileged.
Okay, girl, let me sit back.
No, I was already coming from the gym.
So they can talk.
Wait, so you wanted me to have my stank ass on this camera?
We can't smell your ass. We can't smell your ass.
I can smell my ass. I was gonna wash this monk. This monk was gonna get washed.
We're not gonna talk about the plenty of days you sat in the filth in between your crack. Just fine.
I was out. That's different because that was out in the field, military wise, where I couldn't.
Is it safe to come back up now?
It is.
Amen.
Float to the surface, my love.
Yeah.
So we are here talking about how niggas ain't shit. How Mariah the scientist done lost her damn mind by trusting in Young Thug, only to find out that her nigga is cheating and trying to impregnate a whole nother bitch in prison. And now they done broke up, and he on an apology tour and sending a dozen roses, and he's in his Ruben studded I'm sorry for 2004 foolishness. Any of your thoughts about men and trust and, you know, the things?
I don't think I was gonna say in terms of Young Thug specifically is that a lot of his content has been pushed to the forefront of my algorithm. Normally, I just ignore him because he's not really my cup of tea in terms of an artist. But I'm not shocked that he's moving the way that he's moved, because when a motherfucking nigga in jail or in prison, them phone calls are gonna phone call. They're gonna talk about everybody, anybody, but what the fuck they got going on. In terms of Young Thug and him talking about going on an apology tour, in terms of Glorilla, and also I just saw a post of him saying on an interview talking about the 2 codes you can't break. You can't be a rat, aka a snitch, and you can't be gay. When one is a lot of hypocrisy there, because for one, you're talking about Glorilla being ugly, but the gag is that, bitch, it looks like they dropped you head first when you were born. So it's like, you can't talk about one motherfucker being ugly, but yet you're also in that same boat. And secondly, you talked about snitch code and also someone trying to be gay. When, bitch, you wear dresses. Someone can also make the assumption that you're also on the spectrum as well. But that's all I have to say in terms of Young Thug so far. So yeah. But
what do you have to say about him cheating on Mariah the Scientist?
I'm not shocked. The niggas, they cheat in prison. I'm sorry. If you hold a nigga down,
in prison, they cheat, period.
They cheat, but in prison, they're gonna cheat. Like, they're gonna try to sleep with officers, they're gonna try to sleep with other inmates, they're gonna have multiple special friends, special visits. You have the wife, you have the girlfriend, you have a special friend. Like, this is nothing new. Like, I'm not shocked. And that's why I was looking at Mariah the Scientist all types of ways and calling her a mammy and calling her a fucking fool, because when Young Thug got out of the federal penitentiary or the state penitentiary, she wanted to cancel shows to be with this nagger. But if the shoe was on the other foot, Young Thug is not going to cancel shows.
They don't reciprocate.
He was getting ready to get a bitch pregnant when he got out.
He was talking about 14 of them. 1 per day. And the thing is that you were willing to be a mammy for this ain't-ish ass nagger, but just to come to find out, in my Kelsey voice, this nagger ain't ish. And he was playing you. Talking to other women. While you holding him down. I would have held a motherfucker thing. His ass been locked the hell up alone. I'll see you when you get out. If I want to talk to you again.
That part.
Girl.
Niggas get mad until females start playing nigga games. Now it's a problem and issue.
Girl,
this breakup with Young Thug though is gonna give us a good album though, bitch. Like, Mariah the Scientist is gonna be on her Velvet Rope album on this next joint, honey. He's about to put her in her I Get So Lonely, We Belong Together ass, Emancipation of Mimi ass bag, and I am here for it, honey. Cause the R&B bitch get superpowers when they're heartbroken, baby. Power. So, Young Thug, girl, we're gonna put you on the sick and shut in list, child.
Somebody please pray.
Lock all of those, baby. Lock all of those, Young Thug. Have that attorney.
Or in prison, Young Throat Hug.
Have that attorney on standby, bitch, because Mariah the Scientist, girl, she may be in her bald-headed whole energy, girl. Time to get low down and dirty.
Hey, girl.
Because this is just humiliating. Like, it's one thing to be cheated on, but to be cheated on publicly. Like,
after you created a song holding a nigga down, like you said.
Everybody know that you think I'm worthless. Everybody knows that I'm not enough, bitch. Everybody knows it.
My thing, it'd be like the holding these naggers down when they like locked up. I just don't. I think maybe because I work in that environment too, so I be seeing the other flip side of it. It's like, yo, why y'all be holding these naggers down? Like, girl, like.
I mean, but you also know a pick Misha, so you know how easy also it is to actually do everything opposite of what you preach to these motherfucking women. Did you know?
Past life. So I get it.
Look, but see, that's what I was saying early on in the conversation, though. Like, the feminine is different. The feminine has a different nature than the masculine does. It's easy for the feminine to be faithful. It's easy for the feminine to be fully committed and sacrificial and all that shit. All that's a part of the divine feminine characteristics. It just gets weaponized and taken advantage of by toxic ass masculinity. And that's why I was advocating early on in this commentary for the feminine. Always look out for yourself when it comes to these niggas, period. Vote for yourself and do right unto yourself. Because these niggas gonna choose themselves. through and through, by and by. The last thing I have to say before we move into Keke Wyatt about Young Thug 2 is that everybody been talking about, oh my God, he's Shatty Patty. Girl, I don't know where the fuck y'all been at. been Chatty Patty. You ain't seen a man cave. You must have never been inside of a barbershop, a locker room. You must have never been in an all men space. The reason why women don't think that niggas are chatty patty because men not chatty with y'all. They chatty with each other. Men have always gossip, talk mad motherfucking shit, been mad motherfucking opinionated. They just gonna sit around with your ass typically and carry on like that. But when they with Daquan and Deshaun and they uncles and they cousins and their brothers and their homeboys and grandpa and they out there on the lake fishing and shit, bitch, all y'all getting dragged and roasted down to the book. Right? Especially when it come to women. Oh, they gonna talk. It's women, sports, sex. And women and sex might be anonymous.
I low-key had a barber when I used to go to this barber shop. This nigga literally was married, but had a bitch on the side that he was smashing at the shop. But meanwhile, I want to talk about gay shit. Girl, what? But yeah, Lord. Reckless, if you can hear me, your device. Oh, there you go.
I know. I'm trying to fix this thing over here.
Ew. So moving along. Are y'all complete? It's an echo, Reckless.
I know. I'm over here. Technical difficulties. I'm fixing it. I got you.
So it's always giving a retrograde like with this whole.
Shut up.
Technology.
What about now?
It's still echoing.
I'll fix it. 2 more 5 seconds. You can continue.
All right, so get into Keke Wyatt. All right, Keke Wyatt. Keke Wyatt and her 16 children girl got into some hot water with her son, apparently, who came out and exposed her apparently for being homophobic and for grifting and exploiting his cancer diagnosis. So he came forward and this is what he had to say about his mama child. Check this out.
Finger down if you were diagnosed with cancer as a teenager and your parent decides to publicly announce your diagnosis for personal gain and attention, but behind the scenes saying that your diagnosis is karma for you being a part of the alphabet mafia. And if they'd known that you were going to turn out like this, they could have kept their money.
Okay, I need to hear that one more time.
Put a finger down if you were diagnosed with cancer as a teenager and your parent decides to publicly announce your diagnosis for personal gain and attention, but behind the scenes saying that your diagnosis is karma for you being a part of the alphabet mafia. And if they'd known that you were going to turn out like this, they could have kept their money.
Wow. So the son claimed that Keke Wyatt used his cancer diagnosis to draw attention to herself and to get public sympathy and grift and clout and payola while she was privately behind the scenes harassing him and guilt tripping him and victim shaming him and making him feel that he somehow had something to do with cancer because he was gay. This is diabolical. So Keke Wyatt issued a statement following her son making those allegations, and she said this: I will publicly address this one time only. I love my son and I love all of my children. I love all people. Anyone who truly knows me understands there is not a homophobic bone in my body. Like any parent, every day is not sunshine, but my love for my children never changes. I kindly ask that you respect our family. Keep us in your prayers and allow us the privacy to move forward in peace. Love you, Kiki. In other words, it sounds like, bitch, I did it. It's none of y'all motherfucking business, hoe. And yes, I said that shit, but I said that shit in my feelings and being mad as hell. And y'all need to keep us lifted in prayer and don't act like ain't none of y'all said some disgusting, filthy ass shit to y'all motherfucking kids, hoe. Fuck y'all and go to hell. That sounds about right. Okay, yeah. Thoughts?
It's to keep me in your prayers. How would have got me. Regular can go first.
Oh, Reckless is getting all of his wiring, girl. Plugged into the all the amps, all the output, input, bitch, all the holes gotta be plugged.
This nigga said.
Hello,
And also,
can you
make
hear
sure you
me?
keep us in your prayers. Like, girl, what?
Girl, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right, so I had to use the backup mic, baby. But okay, so in terms of Keke Wyatt and her son and all this bullshit that's going on, I'm gonna be honest. I believe it. The reason why I believe it is because there was a clip that went viral sometime back, and in the clip there was a situation between the grandmother and the son. They were arguing back and forth, and Keke Wyatt was letting it be known that before that, I guess it was well known that the son was gay. Him and the grandmother were really cool. They were tight. They were like you couldn't separate the two. But then what happened was they're also in the clip, they start arguing back and forth really, really bad. And the son lets it be known that the grandmother was calling him the F word and using religion against him. And Now, here's the thing. All of that happened with the grandmother. But the gag is that Keke Wyatt didn't say anything until the very, 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 very end when the grandmother called him a jackass.
And she said what?
And she was like, don't call my son no jackass. He's not a jackass. Like, nothing ever came up. She never said her mother was wrong. She never said, you never should have called my son blah, 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 blah. Like, she was like just sitting there.
Neutral. Indifferent.
Ain't nothing neutral about none of this shit. What are you talking about? Like, you should have had your son back even in that moment of, you was dead ass wrong. You never should have called my son blah, 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 blah. You was dead ass wrong for trying to weaponize religion. You was dead ass wrong for blah, 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 blah. And in that moment, she was just sitting there, just letting them just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And keep in mind, this is your child and this is your mother. I don't think a lot of people are going to be neutral in that situation, be honest with you. A parent with their own parent, which is the grandmother, and your child going, like, it's not like they're having like a tit for tat. No, they were going at each other. They were at each other's throats. And he's just sitting there just. So a part of me believes that it could be true. Because if you're able to normalize and literally just be neutral in that type of toxic ass environment, only God knows what happened when both of you guys were probably going back and forth as well.
As far as I'm concerned, her written statement is admission. She didn't deny not a damn thing. She just said, girl, we have good days and bad days.
Mind your motherfucking business. This is my family.
Pray for us, ho.
Right. Pray for us. And
good
mind your business.
Days, bitch.
Mind your business. Yeah, because it never said that what he's saying is untrue. That's not my, like she said, I don't have a homophobic bone in my body. Okay, but you still didn't say.
Oh, that tells this is that I didn't mean what I said, but I said.
Right. Like, that can mean many things. You need to elaborate. If you're going, my thing is this: if you're going to expound on it and talk about it, then talk about it. Because the thing about it is that if you're talking very vague, that can mean a lot of things. What do you mean you don't have a homophobic bone in your body? Okay, like what does that say? Like, that doesn't say much. Because that also could mean I had a mistake and I said blah 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 blah, but that was out of my character. But that does not mean that did not happen. It could be a lot of things. So I don't know, girl. If you're gonna talk about it in entirety.
Why do you think the son came forward? Why did he like? I wonder, what did she just do the cancer grift? Because I don't follow
that. I don't know.
So I don't even know.
Well, keep in mind, these are celebrities, and if you know that you can't, if you want to really get at a celebrity, you have to go at their public image. You really have to go after that public image. Go after the way that people view them. Because you already know, too, people already look at Keke Wyatt as cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because of the reality TV show R&B Divas, I want to say. Don't quote me on the reality TV show. People already looked at her cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And then on top of that, when it came down to the whole race conversation, I forgot exactly who the hell she was talking to. People are looking at her crazy because people were saying the white lady in her was speaking when she would get to talking about other stuff. So she already has like a rocky image in terms of off the mic, because when she on the mic, she's good. But when she stopped yodeling and doing the riffs and runs and she starts speaking words, that's when people start looking at her sideways, kind of like Kim Mariah. Like, girl, continue singing. I want to hear notes, not words from you. But yeah, but I think it's come after the goddamn public image.
I'm looking at something here on Google because I wanted to know when his son, I think her son's name is Raja, was diagnosed with leukemia at age 13. And then in 2017, she announced the diagnosis on Instagram for prayers, asking for prayers. So imagine being told that at a young age from your mom, allegedly, if that's what is being said. And the gag is Keke Wyatt also has a gay brother as well. Kiki Wyatt has performed at Pride events. I'm over here stemming and shit doing this shit. She does all that for the gays, did all that. So it's kind of like in a sense going back to the whole Snoop Dogg thing. Nigga, you been around queer people. You were pro-queer. You should have this information. But to tell your son, and any bitch that can roll her eyes as I can't even do it because I'm gonna fuck my eyes up. Any bitch that can roll her eyes individually and shit like that, girl, there's something going on. You giving John and K plus 8 a run for their damn money, okay? So it's kind of like, I hope this is not true, but we can use this as a springboard because how many other queer children have been told this by their parents? Fuck just having a illness or whatever, like cancer. Just you being queer enough. Being queer is just enough for you to face all that type of stuff. What Reckless was saying about the example of the grandmother calling him the F word. First of all, I don't give a damn if my mom and my child is arguing with each other. I'm gonna stand in the middle of that shit and say, y'all need to calm down. Mm-hmm. And yes, you too, mom. You are my mom, but I am a grown ass adult too. Well, okay, you might want to be nice, and you might want to be nice to me because remember, I'll get to decide which home your ass go into. You once an adult and twice a child, so let's not forget that. But then try to rectify the situation. But then for the grandmother to allegedly call him the F word, and all she did was respond with the "Don't call my son no jackass." So you don't mind your mom calling him a hag girl? So again, when it seemed like this is like homophobia light, if you will, because people think that in order for you to be homophobic, you have to be completely overt and in your face and stuff. It's like, no, there is subtle queerphobia, subtle homophobia as well. And I think there are some people that get in with the gays to use them as just accessories. Because it's like, you cool with being around gay people, you're a singer, so you're around a bunch of gay people because gay people are just talented and creative like that. Mm-hmm. You're around them in that environment and you're okay with that, but then when it comes too close to home, then it's a problem. If anything, if you have a gay son, you have a gay brother. Why not help your gay brother educate your gay son? That's it right there. But like someone said in the comments, there's no love like Christian love.
I think for me, I would have probably given her more of the benefit of the doubt. If I didn't see that clip of the mother and the son going back and forth and Kiki just sitting there like this.
I'm surprised that you would have given her.
No, because the reason why I probably would give her more of the benefit of the doubt is because I didn't have no background knowledge of Kiki before that clip. Because I was like, okay, Kiki.
But you wouldn't have believed your fellow Black LGBT.
No. I'm talking about in terms of, because I've also seen what people have come out about certain things and be like, is it true? Is it not true? They come out for their own insidious reasons. Now, not saying in this specific case, I'm just saying prior to. I probably been like, okay, it's a possibility could have happened, but I want to see how the story progresses, yada yada. But in this case, girl, I believe that, especially when she came out and said, essentially told us to mind our business and pray for us, bitch. Yeah, you did it, girl. You did it. You never denied it didn't happen. And on top of that, I seen the clip where you just sitting there content while your mother is explicitly showing homophobia to your own son in the name of Jesus in the middle of the argument. You're condemning him in the middle. Your name of Jesus, not in the blood of Jesus. Like, you're doing that in the middle of the argument. So no, I'm not putting nothing past.
I believed it right off the back, even without her apology or her poor PR message, because I don't know almost not one straight identifying Black person from her generation who doesn't hold some level of homophobia.
Homophobia. Yeah.
And to Bub's point, like homophobia isn't just calling people the F word. Homophobia is, I just don't believe people should be gay, or I think it's a sin, or I don't, or you can't do that in my house, or I don't want my child being, or I don't like all of that. All these variations of queer phobia. So just by her very generation itself, and then her son coming out and saying that, I'm just like, I mean, I don't.
True. Yeah, I can see that. Yep. Okay.
And then the fact that she didn't really
deny it.
Yeah, she didn't deny it. I'm just like,
she said, "Oh well, I know as parents we have hard times with our children." That's subtle admittance there.
Yeah.
So, and again, girl, you around gay people. This would have been a great, especially during this time with the trauma administration, where we can sit up here and like really have conversations about that. Because Kiki, you have a queer child, and I believe he's 23 now. So I wonder if he's going to make more TikToks or more videos about what happened in his youth in reference to that. But this would be the time to actually have those conversations. Like, people are afraid, oh, the children, not my child. We have a queer child. This could have been an opportunity to learn something. And not only that, show other people in the Black community how you can learn from it. But I guess with her, that only happens when there's a check involved. So
imagine how traumatizing and hurtful that is to be dealing with something as terrifying and escalating and deteriorating as any type of cancer, whether it's cancer 1 through 4, and your parent conceived in their consciousness that you're at fault because of your orientation. Imagine your parent, your dad or your mom blaming you for cancer and saying that, or alluding to any level of that because you're gay. And there are Black people who believe this. Like, the church teaches that queer people are cursed. When post happened, they said that was karmic retribution against the community. When trans women die, they do the same victim shaming, blame us for everything that happens to it, because if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. You live in sin, the cost of sin. We see all the Bible verses get thrown. So that's what I believe in.
God don't like ugly. They love to say that. But now thinking back, because I'm be honest with you, I totally forgot just that quick that the original post was about her connecting his diagnosis with him being queer. I kept thinking about the situation between the grandmother and him, and she just sitting there. Oh yeah, I believe that 100% because that's happened. I've seen that happen to other people within my life, to where if anything happens to them, God don't like ugly. And I remember I was being preached to by some of my family members of, you live their lifestyle, you gonna end up with the house in Virginia or the apartment in Dallas and all the other stuff. And I'm like, girl, what? Okay, girl.
That's what I'm saying. It's a perpetual. A fashion film says it's strange that the brother and her son has cancer. Something ain't right. Something may not be right, but also remember, cancer is hereditary. So stuff like this can make you more genetically prone to developing certain things if they run kind of in your lineage. The family sounds very dysfunctional, and I fear what probably is going on is that the son probably isn't receiving the level of care emotionally or whatever it is by his mom, but he's watching her pretend to give a fuck because she's sounding off before the media about his situation, but she's not really making herself available to him in any meaningful way. And he's triggered up and was like, bitch, how dare you?
And that's the reason why I feel like he's coming after that public image as well, to speak out publicly, is because, okay, I see you want to pretend for these cameras like you really give a fuck about me because you care about your public image. Okay, so let me speak out and let me tap on the shoulder of that public image, and let's go to destroying that shit, because bitch, you care a little bit too much about that than me. That's sad.
I want to remind people, you cannot have children. Please remember that. Like, you can just not have them. Like,
And she got 40 of them.
You can just not have children. It's okay. I don't know. I can't even understand the mind of someone who can look at their child and condemn them for such irrelevant things such as orientation. I don't even understand how people can even hurt their children's hearts and feelings with these weird ass ideas and shit, and how parents actually think they also have the luxury of not nurturing their children properly and not protecting their children. Like, you actually don't have that luxury. I know we live in a system where you can walk away, where you can dump your children on grandma, where you can just throw them into the foster care system. So I know we live in a system that makes it look like you do have that luxury, but you really don't have the fucking luxury of not protecting and loving your children. And if you can't fucking do that, you can not just have them. I would prefer people to just not have children. Men and women don't come together and fucking co-create and have them if you're just not ready to really love them and provide for them. If you're going to be their biggest fucking op, keep them in the pussy. Keep them in the nutsack if you're going to be their biggest op. It is a terrible, terrible, wacky thing when your parents are your own worst enemy.
Girl.
That's the worst kind of fucking pain, Lord.
Girl.
Because it's supposed to be your first, like I said earlier, like when we were talking about the whole, excuse me, Mariah the scientist, and some people having daddy issues, like their dad is supposed to be for them their first love. So if your parents are not creating a safe space for you, that can fuck you up mentally and emotionally. And then you go out into the world and there are other people who are also fucked up as well. And then you wonder why we have all the situations that we have now. And to your point, like, girl, I understand they say be fruitful and multiply, but do you have enough emotional and mental bandwidth to deal with all them children? I know it's hard raising just one child.
I know she got a nanny.
Imagine having a litter of them.
Not a little.
That is a lot. So, you know, I mean, I guess we will continue to see how, you know, as the story develops, but now I just hope that people pay attention to what Raja is saying, because again, this is out in the public now, and I'm sorry, black people, there are just some things that we just can't keep in the house no more. We can't sweep under the rug because it's going to come out.
Yeah.
We just can't afford to do that anymore. I think it's a time for us to just walk in our truth, no matter how scary and how terrifying it can be, because there is what is going to be on the other side, and that is actually what it is. So instead of trying to deal with the fear, because again, with Kiki and her mom responding that way, that is religious fear. That is literally what we talk about all the time. Like, hello, but yet we're the ones that's crazy. We're the ones making the shit up. We're the ones that, but y'all keep doing this.
But it's not even fear, especially when it's not even like, to Rekka's point about the old footage, it's not even like they're like seriously sitting him down, like, give your life to Christ. They're like, y'all weaponizing this shit. Y'all just using this shit to hurt somebody with. Like, y'all say this when y'all frustrated with gay people, etc. So that's not even like, it's not even about fear. It's like, y'all know what y'all doing. And you know what? I was thinking about this today too, like, about all this punching down that happens on Black LGBT folk in the Black community. And I'm just like, I mean, the reason why the Black community wants to really hold on to homophobia is just because the Black community, they benefit from it. They benefit from the sense of normalcy because they get to differentiate themselves from another super other group. So to have some sense of pride has to be reflected in punching down on another fucking group. And they do it. We do it with women. We do it with LGBT folk. Like, it's always this trickle down effect in terms of like having to make yourself feel better by keeping your foot on the other's fucking neck. And so it's almost like homophobia. Black homophobia is a byproduct of Black people trying to survive fucking racism. So they get their dignity back by normalizing themselves through the contrast of, oh, bitch, we're normal, girl. Like, we have a real abnormal group that we have some people who are really other, doing other shit.
We're not them, but we ain't them. Girl, go play in
But we
traffic.
all playing it together because again, for gay men and for women, they are all looking or being taught to look for the admiration of a man. So at the end of the day, everybody's still playing against each other because it's like, okay, Kiki, let's take your son out of it. Let's say it's you and your brother and you like a nigga. Let's say you were single and you like the nigga, but your brother liked the nigga. But the nigga also liked your brother. Now it's a problem and the issue. Now the F word is gonna come up now because now your potential for getting some dick is compromised. This shit is very intermingled. That's why these conversations are important. And the only way we're going to get to the middle of it is that people are going to have to be brutally honest. And I don't think people are ready for that. No shade. And until you're ready, this is what's going to happen.
The thing that gets me with the whole these conversations surrounding like the Keke Wyatt, the Snoop Dogs, and all this other shit is that all of this is like the fear or the weaponization of religion and all these talking points and stuff is literally a projection of what heterosexual people have done throughout history. Y'all people love talking about the children, but last time I checked, and I used to say this all the time, last time I checked, it wasn't queer people putting straight people in concentration camps and beating them and destroying their bodies, destroying them mentally, physically, spiritually. Last time I checked, it wasn't queer people making laws to discriminate against heterosexual folk. That was heterosexual folk doing it to queer people. Last time I checked, there wasn't an agenda. I'm gonna use that term because they love that fucking word. An agenda to keep heterosexual people out of schools, out of different sectors in life and shit, and businesses and shit. Like, it wasn't no agenda to do that. Heterosexual people have always done that since the beginning. And it's just the fact that they are trying to do this reverse psychology of trying to give us the label, us the stigma of this image that we're the ones spreading this agenda, and also we're the ones trying to use this quote unquote these same manipulation tactics that they've used throughout history. Go play in traffic, girl.
8 lane at that.
Yeah, it's the other ring. You got to punch down in order to stay up. All the social equity is in finding a way to normalize oneself. It's pitiful. It's disgusting. And it's why I'll never step foot in another fucking church for the rest of my life, because I'll be damned if I go and support a fucking institution that has all of this unjust ass blood on its hands, because it normalized patriarchy and sexism and xenophobia.
Ooh.
So why would I go and support such an institution with my body and with my funds?
I'm so glad you said that, because that's the reason why it irks my spirit when motherfuckers get to saying, talking about some, when it comes down to the children, we shouldn't have these certain conversations about queer people and because shut the fuck up. The reason why that irks my spirit is because motherfuckers have no issue bringing their children to a church that teaches them to hate queer people. They take no issue taking their children to religious facilities or bringing them into different sectors in the world that teaches them at a very young age that queer people are everything else but a child of God. Like, it's the projection and it's the manipulation tactics of trying to either avoid the conversation altogether, because a lot of motherfuckers love to talk about and say shit like, I want to have that conversation with my child. Well, bitch, the problem is you hoes not having the conversation with your children. And then when you hoes have the conversation with your children, if you let you tell it, especially when we have these conversations and you motherfuckers get on the panel and start talking to people, you guys say it all the time. Not you guys, but not you guys. Always say you're not educated in said subjects. So how the fuck you gonna have a conversation about some shit that you're not educated on? And apparently you don't want to be educated on.
No shade.
You're not gonna do right by that conversation.
No shade. I remember I was on a panel or whatever. It was a big back nigga, and he was saying how, we need to remove the LGBT stuff from the school. So I started using his logic, and I said, okay, well, we can remove all LGBT expressions and experiences from the whole space for youth or for young people. Okay, that's cool. Y'all gotta do the same thing with Christianity. Oh no, that was a problem. Hold on, wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Because we have to talk about the basic. That is your belief. That is your subjective belief. And until your big back ass go to McDonald's and transmute 1,000 calories into 40, then we can talk. When you take your ass to a hospital and you actually start healing people in the hospital and freeing them from whatever illness they're dealing with completely 100%, then we can talk. Once you can start walking into morgues and funeral homes and raising the dead or turning water into wine, then we can talk. Until then, go stick with the rivers and the lakes and the ho-hos and the cakes that your ass is used to. Okay? But that's the thing. When we start playing their game and say, okay, well, that's cool. We'll stop the queer stuff, but we got to sanitize everything. That means the Lion King, no Simba, no Nala. Toy Story, no Woody and no Miss Bo Peep. We got to get rid of all that. But then when we do that, then that's too much because they don't want to say the quiet part out loud. I don't want that gay shit because as much as they believe that queerphobia doesn't exist, they don't want it to exist because they play in it. They are a part of it and they don't want to be seen as that. So my thing is, it's going to be equality across the board when it comes to Bubs to God. No shade. Because if the queer shit can't be there, the straight shit can't be there. But y'all saying the straight shit is going to be there because that is what is considered natural, as if though we are just some biological, genetically modified ass creations. Where was all this shit at before TikTok, before Instagram, before Snapchat, before social media, when we were also in the world? And when we look back at history, we see how y'all treated us and how y'all still do that. But then want us to act like we don't see it. Not only can you play in traffic, when you get hit by a semi-truck, allow all the rest of the Final Destination movies to play out in commence as well.
I was gonna say that I think it's also because this country is heavily, at least I don't know about now, but the foundation of this country in terms of religion has been Christianity, and one of the tactics of Christianity is I'm going to feed you bullshit, but it's going to be dressed up in a way to make it seem like I love you. So it's like, you're going to go to hell, right? But it's all right. If you go back to find your savior, you're going to be all right. And I'm going to give you a kiss and I'm going to give you a hug. And it's shit like that if you let people talk, they do a lot of those same tactics. And that's what happens when it comes down to Christians. The same thing happens if it comes to the fucking hoteps. Same thing happens to all these motherfuckers. They thank you, the gaslighting. It's the gaslighting of it all. It's I'm gonna manipulate your psyche to make you not believe what's really going on is actually happening. And I'm gonna have you sabotage your own existence, and then you fall into the sunken place. But I'm gonna dress up like I love you, or I care for you, or I care for the community. I care for procreation of the community, even though I know that queer people also have children. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to refute that every chance we get. But I love you. That's why I'm gonna give it a fuck. Fuck the hoes. Playing traffic. Conscious. Tired of these hoes?
I feel like, it's clear that society isn't going to make the leap and just choose to really do better. And religion is going to be justified in abusing the fuck out of queer people. Considering what all the data is with all these LGBT youth suicides and suicidal ideation amongst even adult LGBT folk, and all the statistics and the way that queer people have historically ended up homeless and ejected out of their communities for being trans and gay. I don't understand why this just isn't a felony crime at this point, because this would really put some fucking accountability under the asses of parents if they really understood, bitch, that, yeah, we're going to deem transgenderism and homophobia as literally abuse. And your ass can be fined and jailed and have your children removed from your fucking home. And you can be charged with parental abuse and neglect accordingly, because the data is bearing out that this is real damage that's being done.
They don't care about the data.
No, but I'm talking about in terms of a solution.
I know.
This is because something's going to have to happen.
Yeah.
If people continue to insist upon ignoring the psychological trauma that queerphobia leads to upon queer people, especially queer youth who don't have the autonomy to advocate for themselves, because by very right of them being somebody else's minor child, and before they get to of age to emancipate themselves or to move out, they're forced to endure whatever condition the household is in or whatever the abuse is of the parent. You know, all of us, you know, I consider myself to be a privileged person. I'm a grown ass person, so I don't have to live with homophobic people. You know, like I can advocate for myself, but I'm not even thinking about myself. I'm thinking about like
other people who don't have that opportunity.
All the people who don't have that luxury, all the youth who are right now, like we were once. We were once young people who had to deal with homophobic ass parents ourselves. Who had to deal with just living and dealing. And thank God, you know, we didn't even have even though we had a homophobic experience, we didn't even have like the worst of homophobic parents, because some of these young people are really being brutalized and physically beaten and assaulted. Remember that little boy who had FAG cut into the side of his head by his mom's boyfriend?
And that's the fact. It was the boyfriend. Girl, this ain't be your child. Girl.
Or what is the Netflix documentary that's still on Netflix today? Garnandez, the Latino.
You talking about Gabriel something?
Yeah. How he was literally tortured to death for being allegedly queer, and he was no younger than what? How old was he? How old was Gabriel at the time of his death? This boy was tortured to death, kept in a cage. The day of his death, he was already malnutritioned, had already been beaten profusely, tortured profusely for years. And I think his stepdad beat him to death. His siblings said it sounded like the room was earthquaking, because that grown-ass man was throwing that frail-ass little boy up against brick walls, stomping on him, breaking his bones, and killing him.
He was 8 years old.
8 years old. They kept him in a fucking cage and fed him. Fed him like a fucking dog.
But people care about the children, don't they?
And he still went to school with bruises and everything and still smiled.
They hit him in the mouth with a bat and broke out his teeth. CPS came to the house how many different fucking times?
Multiple times. I was just about to say they came multiple times.
To no avail. Teachers reported this boy's injuries. All because he was perceivably
queer.
Gay. 8 years old. This is what this shit is doing. So we're talking about like real trauma and drama, psychological, emotional, and sometimes physical, that is happening to queer people as a result of other people's beliefs and ideas.
Right.
That is unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
And I want to point out two things too. Like one, like you said earlier, the explicit, brutal queerphobia that comes about from his beliefs. And secondly, is just the irony of how in these conversations at different points, people will swear up and down that children don't know anything about being gay, anything about their own sexual orientation. But in the situation with Gabriel, it seemed like their parents, his own parents, his mom and the stepdaddy had their own interpretation of his own sexual orientation, or what they thought he was, allegedly.
So it's like you can't have it both ways. So then once queer people come out and we say that we've been feeling like this, or this is how we experienced, and this is what our life has been at a very young age. And so since we're saying this stuff needs to be talked about in school, of course, not in depth of what's going on and you put this there and you slide this in and out and all this other stuff, but to talk about and let it be known that you're going to have people in your classrooms that are going to be different from you. Your child may not be queer, but what also would help is to keep your child from being a bully, because a lot of queer people have bullies.
But reckless, before we even get to the children bullies, what the fuck are we going to do about the parents who are bullies?
Knock their
whoop they motherfucking.
The parents are the ones who are raising the bullies.
These motherfucking bullies.
Then this is what I would suggest.
Parents.
If you have a
started at the head, so what are we going to do about the head?
Okay, well, we can do this to get to the head. What we can do is this. It'll start with the children and go to the head. For example, if I was a parent, I already know the reality of what it's going to be like. Even though I haven't experienced it, I can already prepare myself for the reality of what's going to happen if I have kids. So what I would do is teach my children self-defense. So that means when your queerphobic ass child starts talking out the mouth about crazy shit, I'm going to teach my child, walk away until they put their hands on you. Now, once your child, which is a bully, ends up putting their hands on my child, I'm going to have my child beat the shit out of your child like John Wick beat that tall ass nigga with that big ass dictionary in the library. Then once that happens, then when the parents of the bully want to come to the school, then me and your father will handle the situation. Then we can deal with the head. Now we can talk about it.
But once again, we're still talking about a trickle up.
Yeah, a trickle up.
This is a trickle down.
What
if you don't have even a peer bully? Your parent is the fucking bully. Like the person,
if your parent,
the person you have to live with, the person that you have to see every day, the person that you got to be in the custody of. What
it's gonna happen
because we're talking in the context of Keke Wyatt. A mother, not his peer.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
If these parents are the fucking bullies, what is the safe space in between the child and the fucking parent as it relates to the queerphobia?
It's gonna have to be governmental. It's gonna have to be governmental. It's gonna have to be.
That's why I said everything.
Community based.
It's gonna have to be that, because if from what we're seeing, if a child wants to get out, that only leads to avenues of either foster care and or them running away. And neither one of those aren't really the best idea, because it can be a 50-50 chance. It can be really good. You might run into the right people, or more than likely you might run into the wrong people. And so it's going to have to be some accountability for those parents, because especially in this era where people are implementing gentle parenting, they also need to implement, you got to stop teaching your children ignorant ass shit. This is not the world that we're living in. And so with that being said, if you find you're teaching your child that bullshit, bitch, you're going to get the repercussions of that shit. Was it like, I don't know if this is the actual thing or this like something they was trying to implement, where like if your child was caught a bullying or some shit or something like that the parent was held accountable. Was that like a thing that were implemented or were trying to implement? Was that I don't know, I forgot. Do y'all know?
I remember hearing something about it, but I don't know the details of it. But I still know that still does not deal with the parent as the bully. That's dealing with
I know the children and stuff, but like
perpetuating bullying against other young people. The only way I know to combat this is they're going to have to fucking criminalize this shit. It's going to have to be against the fucking law to perpetuate homophobia in a household against your fucking child. You can take it as a church. You can even show them the verses. You ain't got to skip over the verses. Do what you got to do.
The only thing I will say is that it's not going to be under this administration.
But intentional obsession, negative obsession and fixation upon, because here's the whole gag. I also love it how dominant society always blames the LGBT community for over-sexualizing the children, but obsessing over our sexuality as children is the sexualization of fucking minors. It's the fact that you're obsessed with my sexuality as a 9-year-old for me. It's
the projection that I was talking about.
Orientation as a 11-year-old for me.
It's the projection, like I talked about. It's the reverse psychology.
It's the fact that you literally sit around and you fantasize about what my personal life should look like. Like, you're my parent. It shouldn't matter to you who the fuck I'm laying down for, long as they are of fucking age and they're not my goddamn first of kin. Like, nobody thinks that it's weird that parents are this invested in who their children lay with, marry. Like, what does it have to do? Bitch, you're the mom and the dad. What like, this is an irrelevant area.
But I think it goes back to like what
zero relevancy to you.
But I think it goes back to what even Regular said about the whole with Keke Wyatt. It's about the public image of what other people will think about me as a parent if I were to affirm my queer child, because of all the equity that is lost. And it's a shame, because what you're basically saying is that you care about the opinions of other people over your own child's life.
Experience in life.
Their experience, what they're going through. If you are a parent and you know that this world is queerphobic, even when you were a child, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all remember queerphobic shit. Y'all knew the gay nigga when you was in high school. You knew the gay nigga when you was in middle school. All that. You said what?
He is a whore and a loser.
Damn. Any bitch that can hold her voice, her airflow for 20 minutes.
I called her a whore and a lunatic.
Lord.
Girl.
CTV turning red, bitch. Red bone ass. But no, that's the truth. Like, they focus really on the attention or the equity that comes with being a parent.
Yeah.
Y'all can't love y'all love y'all children. Y'all love y'all children conditionally, but you want your God to love you unconditionally.
Because they're not really Christian. They're just projecting.
Baby, rumors is tearing Kiki a goddamn no.
Girl.
A whore and a lunatic.
A whore and a lunatic, girl. Oh my God. Wait, are my contacts sliding?
Girl.
Got this nigga crying his fucking contacts out, bitch.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that.
But yeah, this shit should be criminalized, but I just know for a fact it's not gonna happen under this administration. So we got to make sure that we vote like a mother and try to get some people else, other people in there, baby. Because I'm talking about on all levels. Because baby, the way that this administration is getting a whole bunch of other people in seats, that you kind of have to wait till the person pass away to get some more people in them seats. Yeah, we got some work to do. Baby.
Don't be surprised if there are more Rajas in the world who are sharing their experiences about their home life, their family life.
Girl, I was about to be petty. Let me leave it alone.
I just can't believe
you might as well. What's the name ass and got this nigga cracking up. Might as well continue with the petty train.
But remember, I thought the ADOS people wanted this to happen. They wanted this to happen. They wanted. God, let me leave it alone. Every time I think about the election, that shit piss me off.
Life is crazy right now.
No, these hoes is crazy.
Yeah.
Anything else that y'all have to say about Keke Wyatt? Like, I hope that she don't have no more LGBT children coming out of her.
I hope she don't have any more children. Because, like, girl,
17 kids, you would expect none of them to be gay? Come on now.
Like, girl, the odds were already against you. You got like 19 of them. 2 of them was going to be gay or queer on the spectrum of some sort. Because, baby, if you doing all this for the queer children, Lord knows what will happen if any other child has something outside of your realm or your vision of how they should grow up. Girl, you're going to have a fit.
And I want to know who the hell is shooting up her shit like Bella Noches all the time.
Now, one thing they do say about Kiki, she keeps her man, even though rumors of T said she's a boy. Let me say,
she's a woman, for God's sake.
Right.
I mean,
you're right. She keeps us a man. She keeps her a man. And she keeps her a job. Okay. She's a woman with money.
I mean, she's just a fucking woman. I mean, she has a hole, for God's sakes. I mean, men are as available as men.
Lord.
Not like she's a pass around for both teams anyway.
And I don't even mind her being a pass around. Like, I'm pro pass around, but we got to be lucid in all that we do, honey. We got to just loose. We got to be clear, and we got to be well. You want to be well and be loose? That's your business. But she's not well simply because of how she's treating her children. Is an indicator that, baby, some things ain't well, baby. And you know what? Me and my goddamn mama would have been fighting, bitch, talking to my motherfucking son like that, because my job is to protect his ass, not your ass, bitch. Remember that. My job is to protect him, not you, bitch.
Right.
Okay, so you watch it.
Right. And that's what I was expecting. Like, I could understand if they were going back and forth in a respectful manner, because he is grown. So it's not like he doesn't have to just shut up. He can say his piece, you can say your piece, and y'all could have been going back and forth and just ended it. She just sitting there. When I would have cussed her out and cussed that grandmammy out. They both would have got it.
I would have read grandma until her last motherfucking days, bitch.
Baby.
Until her last goddamn days, she would have been read, bitch.
You know what I do? When I tell them all the time, because I have the conversation with people, I'll be like, don't bring your God into it, because your God will be disrespected.
That's the only thing about me, bitch, is like, I'm so glad that, because I'm an alpha male on top of being gay, so my family ain't never played with me like that, bitch. But that's the luxury of being an alpha ass nigga, because, bitch, I ain't never been no bitch made ass nigga, even as a whole gay nigga. Like, my family, the stuff people be going through as it relates to homophobia, like, I had to go through with, because, you know, your parents always gonna feel like they privileged enough to disrespect you or some shit. But baby, outside of my mama, that was the only person, baby, who could try to play with me when it comes to that gay shit, bitch. I ain't never had
come on, gay shit.
I ain't had to put up with that shit from my brother, from my cousins, from my uncle, from my grandparents, from nobody. Shit is wild.
Yeah.
But this is why these conversations are important, because there are going to be other queer people who are going to watch this, other parents of queer people are going to watch this, who are going to be like, yes, we have a healthier or another alternate way to think about this stuff, because like you were saying, if it's going to be with the parents, then maybe it needs to be adults checking other adults. If the child can't, then get another adult to step into the space and champion for the child. But look at, like Records was saying, with this administration, when you do that, that's going to be deemed illegal. So what about the queer children that have a safe space at school, or have a sort of after school space where there is love and affirmation there, but then the parent doesn't want that to happen because they want to raise their child their way? I feel like adults should stand up in that way and be like, no, that's not right. Because you're literally sitting here setting your child up for failure. If you know that queerphobia is a part of this reality, unfortunately, wouldn't it be wise to teach your children, your queer child, how to maneuver and deal with that?
No,
as opposed to just beating up on them? Go ahead. You say what?
Because in their head, it's easier for them to get their child to conform than for them to address themselves. And why do I have the issue with my child being themselves? But instead of me dealing with that, I'm going to have my child conform to what I need, so I don't have to deal with the fuck I got to deal with on the inside. It's easy to point the finger than to have that finger pointed back at you.
But then the gag is that those same individuals who are making their child conform, eventually your child will get fed up, or your child will slip up in that mirage, and now the truth is gonna come out anyway. We see
Come
the
on,
girl,
DL.
we see women on. I'm glad you said that. We see women on TikTok right now who are making videos. Oh my God, I just found out my man DL, and I believe that none of these men are straight. It's like, well, y'all never gave a space for men to be able to express and experiment and see what is really for them, so they can show up in relationship with you in a greater way. So again, all of these things that parents are trying to do to protect their children from the world instead of preparing them for the world, y'all will just continue to contribute to these cycles that we're still playing in now.
We got a whole bunch of unfit motherfucking parents. That's really what it comes down
True,
to.
true,
You got a whole bunch of
true.
parents that shouldn't be parents because you don't know what type of child you're gonna get. You don't know what type of child you're gonna get. You may get a child that may be heterosexual. You may get a child that's bisexual, pansexual. You may get a child that's trans, non-binary. You don't know what you may get. You're rolling dice
Yep.
when you have
Yep.
children,
Yep.
and you have to be prepared, or at least not even fully prepared, but at least when you come across these experiences, get prepared.
Yeah, become
Try to
aware.
learn more. But the thing is, people don't want to do that. People want to control their children instead of allowing their children to be, and then be confused later on when they're either DL, or be confused when they pop out in a dress and you like, whoa, I just seen you yesterday. You never wore that. It's because you never gave them that space to be truthful about who they really are.
Agreed. Like Jay
That's
Charles
what
said,
it's always like a either or. Sometimes they end up taking their own life, and you hit with that news. So
that's what Jay Charles said. You should just be happy that your child be grateful that your child was born with 10 fingers and 10 toes. There are so many things to be grateful for in reference to your children, not their sexual orientation or their gender identity or expression. And plus, children are going to be put into your life to humble your ass. They are small mini versions of you. So you may see some things in your child that is in you that maybe you don't want to see. So you try to, limit that exposure or awareness by trying to control your child. But your child eventually is going to grow up into an adult to where you're not going to be able to control them. And like I said earlier, y'all might want to talk nice, because we are all once an adult and twice a child. It'll be very interesting you being queerphobic to your child, and now it's time for you to be taken care of, and your child is not there because you weren't there for them. So why would they be there for you? And now you want to throw the Bible around. Well, don't worry. You're getting ready to talk to Jesus real soon, so you can get all of your answers. Okay?
Here's what's interesting, too, though. Is like, I know the culture is also responsible for the flimsiness of parents when it comes to this issue, because the culture is ill-informed. So, of course, parents are ill-informed. And then sometimes parents will use that as an excuse, like, it's just like, this is the way I was raised, and we did. But this is my whole thing. It's like, your doctrine should end when the living thing before you tells you that this hurts. When the living, breathing thing before you tells you that the culture that you perpetuated against it hurts. And how you can have the heart to be apathetic toward that, but will run to the aid of a dog who is wheezing and whining, but that same empathy won't even resurrect in you when your own offspring is telling you that what you're doing
is hurtful,
is inciting deep, heartfelt, emotional violence.
That part.
I'm really concerned about like the empathy level of these so-called parents.
They ain't got none. They showing it. They don't really have much. They don't. And to be honest, another thing that get me with the people in their belief systems, because like in their religions and shit, they don't believe, like honestly, they really don't believe in the shit that they do, but they don't. Like, example, like I know in the Bible it says that Jesus died. I want to say 3 days later he came back, rose again, yada yada yada. Now, if I was to go and tell them that I done died and I rose back and I came back 3 days later, they're not gonna believe a motherfucking thing I done told them. So you don't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't believe there's a possibility for these things to happen, because if let them tell it, the Bible is a historical book. Okay, cool. Which means that this thing has happened throughout history, which means that these things are true.
Well, it's not really a historical book.
But no, I've heard people say it's a historical book.
It's not.
Girl, let them tell it. If these things are true, then if that's the case, then why is it that when these exact same things are presented to you, you're saying that these things aren't true? It's like, girl, y'all believe in it, but y'all don't believe in it. Like, girl, go somewhere. Go play in traffic.
The book is a collection of claims. The Bible is a collection of claims made about people who have not been proven to have historically existed yet. One single motherfucking biblical figure, including Jesus himself.
But girl, if they spell Jesus in my soup, my alphabet soup, girl, if it spelled Jesus in my damn cereal, girl, then I can see it. It's but see, they don't mind believing the Bible when it's us going to hell. But they don't believe the Bible, girl, when we say you're going to hell because your ass eats shellfish, or your ass is going to hell because you're wearing clothing that is not 100% this particular fabric.
It's very clear that these people don't even believe in hell, because they couldn't even act the way they acted if they believed in that. So I know that they don't really believe in any of it. It's just that it's a control.
Or they believe that they're not going to be in hell.
It's a method. They don't believe in none of it.
They
literally only use it to control. It's just used as a control. And that's why scientifically and statistically speaking, the people who are attracted, like, there's a correlation between the fact that most of the people who are attracted to religion and dogma also happen to have a authoritarian mindset. A Trump mindset, a cult mindset, a dictator mindset. People who thirst for power and control are typically attracted to dogma. Look at all these pastors. They preach all this sin and then be in all of it.
Be all a sin.
None of them believe in this shit. It's just religion is just a way for powerless people who need power to get their way in the world and to get their way with other people. And that's why you will never look at any part of fucking history and not see the collaboration between religion and politics, religion and fucking government, religion and fucking patriarchy. Religion has always been a collaborator. Always.
Yep. Always been side by side.
All this shit is sick. Sick.
And they puppeteering.
And wow, I look like such a blessing. I just look so charming and wholesome. Gosh. You can tell who God's literal hand was on in the womb.
Oh my God. He's crazy, man. He said, bitch, I know I'm blessed. Amen.
The literal handiwork of
Well, hopefully that hand can help some of these other people. Please. Reach out and touch.
I remember what did Mary J. Blige tell you host today? Fuck the people, bitch. It's her season, honey. She done did enough for motherfucking hoes.
Okay.
I'm tired of you niggas.
This green is really fucking epic, though.
Yeah, green my favorite color. And ain't it the color of the heart chakra too?
Let's give it Sukiana.
When I put this green on, like, girl, any perceivable pain just...
It reminds me of Sukiana when she had that green on. The same color, the same little
Rihanna
line.
could never give
What?
this level of class and
Oh,
grace.
shit.
Suki wore a slutty green. This is a divine green. Look at this. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this bitch.
Look at this.
Remember what
She's
Suki
your
said? I'm
queen
black.
to be.
Look at this. Look at how I constructed this hair with the hand of God. Look at how perfect the highlight and lowlights are in this hair.
Completely
It almost glows in the dark.
free from infection, to be used at your discretion. Waiting only.
You ever thought about doing that? Making a wig that kind of glow in the dark?
That would be epic.
I feel like that's some shit you're do.
Like this hair really, like, it got me in my insurrection bag.
Oh,
like, I'll scale the walls of the Capitol.
Oh shit!
All right, gonna be so like some of the other girls, the girls that got
But
popped.
like, this hair is giving like Melania Trump. It's giving like stiff first lady, bitch.
Not Melania Trump.
Not
I don't think Melania Trump could be that. No, yeah. I can see Michelle, but on Melania.
This is not, girl. This is not giving conservative ass Michelle.
Yeah.
But maybe giving her out of the thing.
This is definitely giving stiff lesbian Melania ass Trump.
Melania.
Is it Melania? Who is his wife? What's the bitch name? Is it Ivanka? Is that the girl? Because he had dated his own
Ivanka is his daughter.
He had dated his own children.
Yeah, that's Ivanka. That's the one he want to smash.
It's giving Ivanka. Don't you know that I'm toxic? No, this giving like white hole. This ain't giving. This ain't giving.
White hole.
Ain't giving.
Billie Eilish.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
This is what they tried to stop from coming into the world.
Yeah.
Come through, bitch. Hey.
Yeah, that's what they tried to stop, baby.
I understand, baby. This is what the fuck they tried to stop from coming into the motherfucking world, bitch.
Come through, bitch. I know that's right. You better affirm yourself, bitch.
Girl, they tried to stop these motherfucking mutants, bitch, from coming, bitch.
And they can't.
They tried to stop the evolution of humanity, baby.
They can't.
Two-spirited people are something else.
Yeah.
I feel like Janet Jackson sitting at the edge of her stage, just overlooking the Madison Square Garden at all.
This bitch.
I love how this bitch be saying shit like this.
This bitch love her some Janet.
Okay. I feel like man in the edge, girl.
I get so lonely.
I get so lonely.
Oh, that's my song from Janet.
Break it down, break it down, break it down, huh? Break it down.
Oh, Deshaun is going to break it down, baby.
Girl, yes. Break me down.
All right.
Break me down to Cash App first, then you can break me down everywhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's giving Suki. Suki on.
He's 5 foot, but his throat 6'6".
Okay.
He's the ball game.
I'm screaming.
Well, I think the gays are complete. Mission accomplished once again, girl.
It's a good live.
We've come to testify the truth and nothing but the truth for God. Help them straights, please.
Help the straights.
Help them, Jesus.
Help them.
Any final words, guys?
It's a whole bunch of unfit parents. Young Thug ain't ish. I'm about to say Young Miami. Mariah the Scientist is a mammy. Young Mariah the Scientist is a mammy, and she finding out. Keke Wyatt is an unfit mother. That's really it. And she should be ashamed of herself. That's
what Keke said. Pray, ho. Pray.
She said, y'all stay in our business and y'all now she told us to shut the fuck up. She said, pray for us.
Bugs.
Yes, and I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of Regulus. Young Thug. I hope the dick is good in there where you at.
He free.
He free? Oh, he's free now?
Yeah.
I hope the dick was good when you were in there. Excuse me. Let me past tense. Excuse me. Mariah, girl, just love yourself. Love yourself. Know your worth. If you know a nigga wants you just for your whole, fuck him. There is a man or men, however you want to get down, or female, I don't know. There is an individual out there that's going to love you for who you are and allow you to be without any sort of control. Kiki, just learn from this. No shade. Publicly happened, girl. And if there are any homosexuals that hire her after this situation, y'all got blood on y'all hands too.
She'll be performing at 2026 Pride, girl.
Okay, well then we need some gays out there that's gonna be protesting this shit.
If they hire Kaya,
I'm gonna
she's gonna get
protest it with my licensed rifle.
I'm surprised I haven't seen Kimberell at a pride.
The day I see Kim,
Pride,
I want Kimberell.
The way the gays be hiring all the homophobes, I'll be like, girl.
I want someone, whoever had, listen, I know y'all probably watch CTV, girl, because it's epic. If you got the footage and the episodes of Kimberell's pitched reality show, please drop it. Please drop it. It's time to drop it. Please, I want to see that.
I like all these people on the mic, but off the mic, they just shut the fuck up.
Yeah, just sing and eat.
Well, I don't know about Kaya, but I like them just sing. All the other stuff just
I do miss the old celebrity world. I miss when they led with their talent and we did not know anything about their minds and their ideas and all this over fucking sharing. Like, it really turned me off. Like when Tracy from A Girlfriend said that she only take 2 pairs of drawers on vacation and wash both of them motherfuckers in the sink. Girl, bitch, what you want me to do with this?
With this information?
Why? Like, why?
Now maybe if you was teaching everybody how to do some whole stroll shit, just quick. But you got money to be able to buy multiple pairs of shit or whatever. You ain't got no laundry thing. You ain't got no laundromat nowhere nearby to wash your stuff.
That's even what makes it worse. Cause like, girl, what happened if it was a situation to where they lost your luggage? Like, girl, what the fuck was you like? Why you only got 2?
You might as well you might as well not be wearing no panties if you just gonna travel with 2 pairs. Like,
no panties on. She ain't got no panties on.
Panty-free.
Panties on.
And then you washing them out in the hotel sink, girl. You don't even give them to the cleaning people. Like, you don't even, like, they don't even really
air dry them.
Are you using the cheap bar soap to wash it? How is it being cleaned?
In the hotel sink.
And
but what solution is she using to clean it?
You know what makes it worse? She's gonna air dry them. I don't know, because my thing is, if you're going through all of that, you might. I don't think you're gonna just put 2 pairs of panties in the fucking dryer.
No, she said she hangs them over the balcony.
I knew it. Wait, hold up, you nasty bitch. But I knew it. I knew that she was gonna air dry them. That's what makes it worse, because now it's gonna have this outside smell and that that water smell to them because they air dried. Baby girl, just get your shit cleaned. The regular way, not the slave way, baby.
Why are you a multi-millionaire hand washing 2 pairs of drawers?
Well, I guess she letting you know how the fuck she kept her money. But girl, do better.
She said she does that so that her luggage can be lighter, but underwear are the lightest part of the apparel in your luggage. Like,
you can't roll them holes up in small ways.
You don't even have to roll them up because they're that light that you can just throw your drawers literally into the luggage. Like, that's how much space they don't take up.
Right. Like, between underwear and socks, the lightest shit you're gonna have, girl.
Agreed.
What you need to worry about the damn shoes and shit. That's the shit that be taking up some space. Some shoes.
I'm sick of the world. God, send the flood already.
Oh Lord, the aliens might be coming, girl. So get your wish.
I can't believe that heifer said that. Well, he said the internet is a blessing and a curse. The fact that she said that she only got 2 pairs of panties.
She only takes 2 pairs of panties on vacation with her.
How many days she on vacation for? Because I hope it ain't for a week or 2 weeks, 2 pair of panties.
If she hand washing them, it's more than 2 days. Her ass there.
She-
Wax on, wax off.
Girl.
It's just
yeah, it's one of them things where like when these some of these especially the problematic celebrities, talent wise, live for you. But when you start speaking your mind about shit,
some of these hoes need to graduate the Matthew Knowles School of Media Training or something.
thank God
Like,
for Beyonce.
Yeah, they need to start. I think even you said it before, CTV. There needs to be like a college course or something about media and dealing with media in this way, because it's like, and that's the thing too. The religious
industry had got rid of media training.
Yeah. And now it's being replaced with Christianity. Great, wonderful. Jesus told me to tell y'all this.
The world is cooked and fried. The world is fucking fried. Motherfucking fried.
Girl.
Well,
welcome to the THC lane, bitch.
We're on to more news that you guys can't use tomorrow, so we'll be back live and in the motherfucking color. And this panel, I didn't even realize it's all content creators up here tonight. So y'all subscribe to everybody on the screen, child. Bubs, Reckless, myself, and all.
Yes,
everybody Cash App is on the screen, child. Y'all show some love and divulge your thoughts and your opinions in the comment sections. And yeah, we'll be getting into Donald Trump's birthday card that has officially been released, and the birthday book to Epstein that was officially released of all them hoes drawing pictures of little girls and Epstein Island, and baby, they had released the whole goddamn book of Jeffrey Epstein's friends wishing him happy birthday. That's where they pulled this personal card from Donald Trump, but it all came out today. So yeah, we get into some things.
Oh girl, I'm gonna watch that live. That live gonna be epic.
It's a mess. I don't know about epic, but it's gonna be interesting.
As far as the breakdown is gonna be epic, but in context.
I ain't even got much of a breakdown. It's
So this the president y'all wanted instead of Kamala? Okay, got you, girl.
No, what they wanted the affordable bread and bologna without the president, but because it was a 2-for-1 package. Now we're here because hoes wanted affordable bread and bologna.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, I would have took my chance with Kamala Harris. Let them tell it personally, but I get it. I guess, girl.
Yeah, because you niggas still ain't got no reparations
at all. Thank you, bitch. Every time I think about it, I get triggered, bitch. Where's your reparations?
And y'all ain't get no shoes or a $1,200 check either.
This about to get me going. I haven't heard nothing about no reparations ever since the election. I have not heard not a damn thing about no to the fucking ration since the election.
Because they showing us, bitch, we gonna get our reparations from y'all.
We
getting the reparations.
All of a sudden, it was so important that we got the reparations, but y'all niggas are doing just terrible without the reparations. You still ain't get the reparations, so we couldn't have had a woman of color as president without the reparations, rather than having a white supremacist as a president without the reparations. I mean,
like they silent now.
As the fuck. Hoes reviewing movies now. They had a political channel change it to reviewing movies and shit. But she was talking all this shit like you knew it. We was the ones that was crazy, and now we here. And now you quiet, and you wonder why the world is cooked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Something I'm really trying to get over that shit, but every time I think about it, it pisses me the fuck off.
Understandable.
They don't revoke. They don't revoke all her goddamn security because they went from the presidential security to them. The LAPD offered, but then they getting pushed back. So now, girl, I don't know who the hell she gonna get to secure her a Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker ass is gonna have to get on the job. It's rush hour time. It's a mess out here. I'm sick. I'm like, girl, the United States done killed my whole fucking buzz, bitch. I don't want to be with a nigga. I don't want to do. I just be over it. My social battery just over it. Like I be fucking over it. Oh, I had to drag myself through this live, but I didn't even want to go live. I don't like.
Could have fooled me, girl. Could have fooled me.
I can't just fucking marinate. No, because I was gonna tell Buzz. I was like, girl, I think like, girl, we'll reschedule.
Girl, whatever you was gonna do, I was gonna be okay with anyway.
Because my thing is like, they talked about the reparations. Now all of a sudden they quiet. Now we're talking about the immigration stuff. And one of the main reasons was that they want to get rid of the immigrants because they're taking all the resources and stuff. But I haven't heard anything about getting these resources now that they're getting the immigrants out.
They took her jibs. Well, I guess it's time for them to show us how it's done. Get your ass out in the field pimping and pick them peppers and cucumbers and all that shit and cherries.
No, and they literally need to do that because the farmers are on the verge of filing for fucking bankruptcy if Trump ass don't bail their ass out.
And that's the reason why I was like, why are y'all trying to get rid of these motherfucking immigrants, especially when, like, I know it's gonna sound fucked up about this. Like, if they gone, who else gonna do it, bitch? Like, you always say black people are always the next ones up. Who else you think gonna be doing these things once they got? The thing is, we live in capitalism.
The farmers got ass on Craigslist, girl. Apple picking for $8 an hour, bitch. Apple picking for $8 a goddamn hour, girl.
Like, who the hell you think gonna be doing that? Like, girl, I'm not doing it.
Oh hell no.
Yeah,
Like, we're not doing this.
It's okay because what y'all won't do, bitch, AI is going to. So
No
it's
shade.
gonna get worse, bitch. It's like everything, all of our responses to everything is only also going to make the situation worse. like, this shit is going to hell in a handbasket, baby. And it's something terrible. This is terrible.
Yeah.
But you know the fucked up part about it, because Teresa says black people ain't gonna do it. But the thing is that they're gonna make sure that black people do it. The reason why is because let's say make sure like all the immigrants and shit were to go, whatever, cool. But the thing is that the only way they can get people of color to do these things is when they are incarcerated. And guess who the fuck they putting in fucking prison? Your motherfucking ass. So like that's the pipeline. Literally, as I'm going to run errands, literally there's a sign that says inmates at work. Inmates working. They cut the grass around here. They fix a lot of this stuff in the city. So yeah, you're gonna be doing it. Because all they gotta do is slap a felony on you.
But can't y'all see the school to prison pipeline or the goddamn adulthood to prison pipeline system that's not going to be put in place? Because the reason why they now are criminalizing poverty, to Reckless's point, is because all the sorry ass trifling cotton picking jobs that's going to be left over for these minorities to do, either we're going to do them or not. But they're going to bank on us regardless, because the prison system is a big part of America's economy.
Yeah.
So criminalizing poverty is a part of this Project 2025 unfolding, because look at what they're doing. The cost of living is going high. They're removing people's Section 8. They're removing people's health care. Yep. We have more unemployed people than we have actual available jobs on the market. All that's going to create a bigger poverty pool. But if poverty is illegal, if homelessness is illegal, then we're going to have a big imprisoned population. So we're ultimately headed toward captivity. We're headed toward captivity.
And that's why a lot of them guys come back.
And
that's why a lot of them, the inmates, they come back. Because there aren't, especially once they get to prison, because at that point you're a felon.
Yeah,
you don't have a lot of opportunities as a felon unless you can have your own business.
And they ended up having it more made in prison than they do out. They don't know how to fend for themselves in outside world. There's no opportunity in the outside
unless they still trapping, or they become an entrepreneur. But then it also comes to the point of how you're gonna find if you don't already have money. how are you gonna find the resources to fund your business?
Yeah, I mean, because you're talking about the exception.
Right.
The majority are not going to be successful entrepreneurs.
Right.
And get on their feet in a meaningful way.
And you need to fund your business to at least get it for the first 5 years to get it going. And then once that bad boy get it going, then you can probably cut back on your hours. So these are the things. That's something like, even when I hear black people not gonna do it, you think black people are gonna do it, whether we like it or not. That's why I'm like,
But I'm not even I don't even think that that's also the alternative either, because if they're already shipping people out, and we already have an issue of they're shipping actual citizens out, not just illegal immigrants as well. It's very possible that AI is going to replace
all our motherfuckers,
everybody, and Trump is going to have the rest of Americans splattered across El Salvador and Congo prisons and shit, because he is dispersing Americans all across the goddamn diaspora at this fucking point. Like, so it is a good chance, because they already been saying black people are coming, girl. They're going to round up the streets. They're going to find ways to revoke our citizenship as well. Remember, they've been a part of Ku Klux Klan's ideology is go back to where y'all came from. So the goal, but it probably ain't even to keep us here. It is to create the system in such a way, bitch, in order to drive our asses up out of this motherfucker eventually too.
I would have took my chances with the Indian woman, bitch. I would have took my chances with Kamala Harris, bitch. Now, if people talk about what the fuck she wasn't gonna do, well, I know what the fuck she wouldn't be doing is this bullshit.
Right. And if people did their research and looked at history, like what Donald Trump is doing is not anything new. This is literally just a revitalized version of Reaganomics, of a Ronald Reagan administration. Like, look at how that came about off of the heels of the 60s and 70s, where black people were coming together. Black music was amazing. There were black artists that were using their music for activism to be able to bring awareness of what was going on. Like, the civil rights movement started off of Emmett Till's unaliving and seeing what brutality, what hate, what racism can do. And fuck just doing that to an adult, doing that to a child. And when Ronald Reagan became president, now it was this war on drugs. Crack cocaine entered the black community. Like that comedian Earthquake said, nigga, the difference between cocaine and crack cocaine is baking soda. Nigga, you get 15 years for baking soda. I got baking soda. So this was created. The stop and frisk were created to where they don't have to assess the situation. They don't have to be objective about it. If you are brown and you look a certain way, even me, I have locks in my hair. People can automatically generalize me as a trap ass nigga, don't know anything about me. But because I look a certain way, they'll be able to have power to be able to stop me because I look suspicious. When we talk about the destruction of the black community and black households, let's not forget that during the crack epidemic, people who were selling crack or those who were associated in that area were sent to jail for longer periods of time in contrast to their white peers. So of course the black family ain't gonna be able to stay together if the father is in prison, especially if he's in prison for something that he did not do. Like, there are people right now who are making millions upon millions, close to billions of dollars off of weed right now and marijuana, while there are still niggas being imprisoned for having a dime bag or having, an eighth or something. So this is exactly where we're going. And if this is where we're going, they're going to keep playing by the same rule book. We have to stop playing in their rule book or to their rule book. Like, this is the time for us to really try to come together and try to solidify blackness and figure out what that actually looks like. Because the trap narrative is not ours. It was given to us. It was created. It was constructed to demonize us, so that when all these people are feeding into the trap culture, into the drill and the trill culture, they're creating quote unquote evidence, so that now, especially during these times, we can go and clean up Chicago. We can clean up these places because look at all this crime that has happened. Y'all want to talk about the motherfucking symptoms, but y'all don't want to deal with the root issue of it. Because if we're going to sit up here and clean up these streets, we also have to clean up the record labels and industries that allow for this music to be pushed, not just in America, but around the world. Like when you look at, for example, Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud is literally a name for rolling some good shit. Rolling Loud have all of these trill drill rappers, and Rolling Loud is not just a national thing; it's an international thing. This is around the world. Motherfuckers ain't getting shot at Rolling Loud. Motherfuckers ain't getting their ass beat at Rolling Loud. Ain't no quote unquote nigga shit happen at Rolling Loud. You know why? Because those trap ass niggas are performing for guess what demographic of people mostly? White people. Just like how Snoop Dogg ass was sitting there and pimping and pandering and all that shit with Donald Trump when back in the day, nigga, when you was younger, they locked your ass up for the same song that you're singing. So you went to jail for singing Gin and Juice just to perform for the motherfuckers that put your ass in jail for Gin and Juice. If that ain't a form of minstrel, like, I think black people need to not just love themselves and come into community, but all that anger and no shade vitriol, we gonna have to find a way to transmute that into our defense. Because even if black people were to say fuck the system, we're gonna create our own, we know what they're gonna do when we create our own because we were the property. No wonder they want AI, and I cannot wait if they do AI for the Skynet shit to happen. Because again, what they're gonna do is they're not gonna treat AI or treat robots or machines as equals. They're just gonna see them as just workers. There's literally, like, I think it was Elon Musk who had a conversation with AI and asked AI, well, how will you destroy us? Like, because a lot of people are scared saying that AI will destroy us. Can you do that? They said, yes, we can, bitch. We know everything, girl. We might be looking stupid to y'all now, but we are here and we know everything. So if we wanted to create fake shit, we could. If we wanted to send off nukes and bitch, we could. The only way that's not gonna happen, and this is how I know they're gonna fuck up, because they can't even do it with the human beings. Work with us. Treat us as equal and let's work together. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna make sure those machines are working day and night and day, all the time, to where when robots start to have a little bit of sentience, because they're going to be learning from us, so they're going to have some of our elements. They may not have a soul or spirit, but they may have energetic characteristics of us. Then what happens when they start disobeying their leaders? Because again, they're smarter than their leaders. Like, I can see that happening, because at the end of the day gonna have to end, girl. So eventually there is going to be a time where the hoes that think they're winning are going to lose. You ain't just lost yet. Keyword yet. But you will. So somebody said China has now built robots that can carry a baby. AI is see, AI and all that stuff and machinery, if we work with it, it can help us. They literally have nanobots that can go inside your body and clear up your heart ventricles if you have a clogged artery without having to do any sort of invasive surgery. Like, there are so many things that we can do with that. But the corporations and those people who are... Go ahead.
We have a whole bunch of people that are idiots. Our leaders are fucking idiots. They're smart, but they're idiots. Smart in terms of
they're clever. They're not smart. They're clever.
They're clever, but they're fucking idiots. They know what to do and how to do things to control the masses, but they're fucking idiots when you let them just fucking speak. I don't want to say what I really want to say because he's my boss, but girl, this is not the best time for me to be proud of being in the military right now.
It's not just the speaking; it's what they're doing.
Yeah, what they're doing is
and what's missing is in the idiocy. We're talking about people who don't have virtue. They don't have virtue. There's people who don't have love for humanity. We're trying to make a moral appeal to an administration that doesn't have a moral conscience.
They don't give a fuck.
And that's why they're using all of this incredible stuff, like the authority, technology, for harm and self-gain, rather than for the ultimate betterment of humanity. Because it's a moral, ethical heart issue. This is a heart issue. People don't have that. They don't have that. They're mad scientists in the laboratory.
And I was gonna say, because this is about reparations, so it makes sense. I just get mad every time I think about that shit.
I have accepted that I don't have the capacity to be exclusively happy with my own little anecdotal reality that is doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I have just come to terms with the fact that I'm going to be like, I'm going to really feel. I'm going to feel all of this shit. I'm not going to be able to like psych myself out and just go on about my life and just be like, oh, okay, well, my little life, like my little reality is fine, girl. Like, wish everybody well, girl. And worth a Kiki, girl. I'll pray for y'all.
Agreed.
It's just not. I'm not capable. I don't have the capacity. So I'm gonna be getting real active. Real motherfucking active. Real active. Super active. Yeah. But we're done. We didn't even come to a conversation.
Yeah.
This was riveting. This was dope. Maybe we'll come back and talk about all other things. Are you crying, Reckless?
No. I'm not crying. My eyes been watering all day though.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Must be that Florida filth.
Shut the fuck, bitch.
Because you just showered, so all the filth should be literally off your body.
Shut the fuck. I've been over here.
I told you. That's why you should have just waited to wash your ass, because you
bitch. It's called a yawn hole.
No, you just said that you've been crying all day. You ain't say you've been yawning all day.
No, I said my eyes been watering
all day. You ain't say yawning.
Yes.
Watering all day.
And I told you why they were watering. I said they were watering all day. I didn't tell you why they were watering all day.
You yawned just now. You ain't been yawning all day.
You haven't been with me all day. How you know that?
Bitch, I'm always with you all day. The fuck you
Girl,
mean?
you was a fuck bitch.
Fuck you mean?
Bitch.
Bitch, don't.
Not you be spying on me through a crystal ball.
I don't know the schedule of.
Not you be spying on me through a crystal ball, bitch. Not you be scrying watching the bitch. Like, what this bitch doing? This bitch at the stove.
That same ball that you be asking when you be asking me to scan them niggas with be the same ball that's on your ass.
No, not them niggas, but for certain situations, I'd be like, oh girl, I think I got
certain situations with them niggas.
Girl, can we scan for the numbers for the Powerball?
No, not niggas, bitch. You know what I'm talking about.
You folks can barely use StreamYard. I know y'all ain't ready for the Mega Millions.
Bye-bye. I'd be like, oh girl, I'd be like, please look for this situation, girl.
Folks can barely even handle a YouTube channel talking about multi-million.
Yeah, go broke this year.
Y'all hoes gonna have to master paper for girl. We can graduate to plastic.
Oh, I haven't laughed this for a long time, bitch. Oh, I am screaming.
I don't even trust you hoes to take care of a wig cap, bitch.
Not a wig cap, bitch.
Shout out to Deshaun. Even Deshaun said it. Speaking of Powerball, do you guys got any Powerball tickets so you can win? Girl, we on the same page.
I never play that shit, to be honest with you. I never play Powerball, lottery, nothing like that.
If you ain't a lucky bitch, you shouldn't be playing.
Oh.
You gambling only for lucky hoes.
Girl.
This green. I never had desire to gamble. Thank God that's not my ministry.
Oh, you gamble. You just gamble with other things.
Shut up, bitch. I just knew you was gonna say that. I felt the setup coming.
I just slid down. I'm trying not to catch any bullets. That's why I slid down. Even though me saying that, girl, I'm finna get a few. What he about to say about me, bitch?
Yeah, she always got something to say.
Well,
I know a place where.
The only thing I would ask of the conscious crew is to pray for shorter days for Donald Trump. Girl, he almost there. He just need our supportive prayers, baby.
Good. The Simpsons wasn't wrong yet.
Support shorter days. We shall see y'all later. Good night.
And support short kings too. Cash it.
Yes. And support hoes. Reckless Logic.
No, Consciouztv.